we're back on a Monday. Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Okay, I'm here with the fucking pig. It is Monday, December 2nd, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, a beautiful, beautiful Monday after football Sunday, football week, actually.
You're a beautiful Monday.
Thursday games, Friday games, Sunday, and we're going into Monday night with the boys tonight.
I like it.
We'll see what the fuck happens. First things first.
Okay.
Shalom, good to see you.
Shalom, good to see
Cheers to our wonderful producer, Mr.
He
Adam. He's the artist formerly known as Adam.
you. He didn't do one.
Oh, I thought we were doing them earlier.
I didn't ask. I'm sorry. Well, we had a little taste earlier.
Oh, I see.
I'm sorry, brother. First things first, the shot. Second things second. Just a real quick mention on the UFC. Remember, UFC 310 is going to be this Saturday, December 7th. Not a lackluster card. I don't want to make fun of the card. I don't want to be an asshole. There's some good fights on there. Sarukian, Gary's a good fight. Volkov and Gaines a good fight. Flyweight championship against a guy that nobody's ever seen before. He's debuting. Can't remember his name. Asa. Can't remember. I'm not going to try. Versus Pantoja for the flyweight belt. So something to watch. It will be a good watch. We're not going to cover it. We'll cover it next week after it's been done. We'll see what the hell happens. Some cool things can happen. If they do happen, we'll talk about it. But just a reminder that that's going on this Saturday. Let's dive into this week of football. Yeah.
Okay.
You guys want to start with Turkey Day?
Love Turkey Day.
So we had a trio of games. The latter, I think we're probably not going to bring up the Packers game. They won convincingly, right?
Yeah.
Miami. Poor Miami. But
Green Bay still they're looking good this year.
Jacobs had a hell of a game.
What's their record? Green Bay's like 9-2, aren't they? Or now
No.
they're 10-2. Aren't they 8-4 maybe?
I thought they were 7-4.
I thought
9-3.
9-3.
Is that
There
right?
you go. Yeah.
Holy shit! Jesus Christ!
They're good.
Fucking. What's the rest of the schedule look like, Adam? They got the Lions next, Seahawks, Saints, Vikings, Bears. So
they've got something going on. I mean, they can win a lot of those.
They can go 3-1 in the next 4 games.
Yeah, because they can beat Seahawks, Saints, and Vikings. Will be tougher.
They have 5.
I think they can beat. I think they can beat all those teams except the Lions.
Yeah, they're going to lose one of those games. They can go 4-1. They'll probably go 3-2.
The Vikings will be tough for them to beat. The Vikings are just as
What
good
is
as
this
them.
supposed to be? Thursday night game?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's Thursday. Well,
Yeah.
The 7th is Saturday. 6th, yeah.
Yeah. Yep, that's the Thursday nighter.
So that's coming up. That's 3
I
days.
can't wait.
Fuck
I'm gonna
me.
watch it.
I hope they do well in the playoffs, man. I hope Love can stop throwing fucking picks. Beat the teams you're supposed to beat, and when challenges come, just play.
I mean, he is beating the teams he's supposed to beat.
Yeah. I mean, yes, you're right. And they've been on a little roll here. What is it, 3 in a row they've had? Dolphins, 49ers, Bears. Yeah, 3 in a row. So
Last one they lost was Lions.
fucking Lions. Before that,
Hopefully they'll
almost
go
lost to the
1-1.
Jags. That was a bad one.
I mean, if they go 1-1 with the Lions, man,
Okay.
they're definitely. So I'm assuming they'd have to get a wild card.
Yeah, I don't think Lions are dropping, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, that whole division's. Remember last year when I made a bold prediction that division was going to be the best in the NFL, and it almost came through. I mean, they're up there.
They're definitely.
Are they second best division in football? First? They're
I
probably
mean,
the first.
Who's first in your opinion? Then.
It's not the AFC North anymore. They're probably second or third.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be them.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was fucking right.
You were right. Good
Holy
pick.
fucking shit.
Good pick. Next game.
New York, Dallas. Who cares, right? Fuck this. Okay, I didn't care about that game.
Well, Dallas thinks they're gonna win out. And,
They very well could. They very well could. But what are they going to do when they get to the playoffs and have no quarterback? Not that Dak was the best, playoff quarterback ever.
I like Cooper Rush better.
Can they win all these games? No, they can't win the Eagles game. They were going to lose that Eagles
They
game.
can't beat the Bengals.
They'll be lucky to win that Commanders game. Panthers they can beat. Bucks they.
I don't think they can beat them.
They're lucky to go 2-3 in these next 5.
I mean, I think they could beat the Eagles only for the fact that it's divisional.
Wow, the Eagles are trying to roll into the fucking. I don't know. You're right. They could. They can beat the Commanders too. I guess.
Commanders, no way.
I don't think they're going to beat the Bucks. I don't think they're going to beat the Bengals, Bucks, Eagles, Commanders. I think they beat the Panthers probably.
Oh, they'll beat the Panthers. I don't know.
I'll give them 2 and 3 in the next 5. I think that's being nice.
If the Panthers beat them, that would be funny.
It's not that unlikely anymore.
Panthers Panthers been playing really well. They've had these really close games.
Great yesterday.
Yeah, the crazy catch. See that
They
catch?
had a couple catches that were on.
One-handed on the sidelines. What I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Who was it?
Adam Thielen.
I think that set up his touchdown there too. I think he had a touchdown
I
that same
remember.
drive. So
Okay. And then the first game that came on Thursday. What the hell was it?
What was the first game? Well, the first game.
Chicago, Detroit.
there you go.
Chicago, Detroit. So we do have some things to talk about in this one.
Yeah.
I'll let you go first, Kev.
So what we wanted to touch upon was at the end the poor clock management.
Who's
Some
smaller?
blame Caleb Williams, obviously the team and the owner and whoever else is in charge of the Bears. They blamed the coach and was gone immediately. And what Adam was saying earlier touches on the rookie gets a pass, and he absolutely does. He didn't realize the surroundings or what was going on. When you're a rookie like that, you are relying on your coach to guide you, and he just didn't. In all honesty, maybe the coach just didn't give a shit and just wanted to get the hell out of there. Who knows? Because I could have been. That could have been my first day as a coach, and with 12 seconds left, I would have left. I would have been like, time out. I would have been screaming it from the sidelines.
And they have one, right?
Oh yeah, they absolutely could have called a timeout. And now I don't know. I was drinking that morning. I can't recall if they were close enough to get the field goal or they were trying to get one more playoff to get closer to tie it up. I don't remember if that
Yeah,
was.
I was watching. Remember, you were pouring soups, and I was standing there watching the
Yeah.
GameCast.
Because you're like, oh, the
They
Bears are
had
going
gotten
to
they had gotten into field goal range, and I think there was an OPI that pushed them back.
Okay.
But then he got sacked a couple times, right?
I think he got sacked.
And then he comes
loose once.
And then he comes up to the line for that final play. There's 30 seconds. He makes audibles for 15 some change seconds, and then he throws the ball short of the end zone.
Who's their fucking kicker? I mean, here's the thing. You just never know. These guys are making freaking 65-yard field goals nowadays.
Or they're missing PAT.
Well, this is the same Bears kicker that missed that thing to win against the Packers. Am I wrong? They got all the way down there, went to the 53-yard field goal, and he missed it to lose the game.
I think the whole point of what this game was about, though, at the end was they never even got – that's when you get the most pissed off is when the team doesn't even get a shot to lose it themselves. That they lose it because of poor clock management. You see it happen.
Right, but it's all about who you're blaming. You're blaming the coach.
Yeah.
I think there's blame for two in this situation.
Yeah, he should have – I don't care what you got to do.
There is, and for a guy that is was so beholden, held up like Caleb Williams, you would expect him to.
I think
be
for,
a little bit.
Yeah, I think for a guy who was
Something's
a
up there.
first overall pick, a guy who once, tongue in cheek said he wanted ownership in the team that drafted him.
But what if he was
you
looking for the
need
coach?
to be able to play quarterback better than you're playing. Now, listen, he had 3 touchers, he had a bunch of yards. He's shown that he can actually play and perform, and so I have to eat my crow on that because I shit all over him before the season.
I think
he can actually play quarterback. I just don't like him. I don't like his heart. I don't like his. I wouldn't want him on my team.
Look, but in another year to 2 years,
He's got 2 coaches fired this year.
he's going to be, not by his own fault, though.
I mean, he's not playing good enough.
He's
So
not
they're
even
firing
allowed to
coaches.
fire
That's
the
They
my
can't fire
question,
him. They have to fire the coaches.
Yeah.
Is he go down the road now of being a guy that has new OC, new head coach, and just deteriorates?
Shits the
because
bed
he
for the
has
rest of the season? Possibly.
Now
Not season,
that is
just-
actually the organization's fault if they don't give him any stability. If
Yeah.
they keep firing people because they don't think it's working, I mean, you
Who's
have
the
to give them
interim?
time. to work. That's the
Who's trying to
Browns.
stop
Don't do
that?
what the Browns do. The
I
Browns
think-
fucking do
I
that.
think, again, it's like the offensive coordinator stepped in for
The good teams like the Steelers. Let's bring up your Steelers. I mean, they have the same coaches. They fired that guy, Matt Canada, last year.
Yeah.
That was the first time they've ever done that in the whole
Yeah.
history of it. And it worked. Look at them now. They're leading the fucking AFC North. They're
They
going to
should be.
stomp
I
in the
mean,
playoffs
they're-
and probably lose.
They're a
but
strong team every single
they're
year.
one of the best organizations in football,
Yeah.
period. And they're
And
strong.
their roots,
on top.
I mean,
and they do that
they're
with
one of the first
continuity.
teams,
They
correct?
keep people in places. They give them time to work things
Aren't they
out.
one of the first original teams? Is the Steelers?
One of them.
Yeah.
No,
No.
No.
Not like
They were
the original 8, original 10, or the original 16, but they came in I think it was at 16 teams. They
Basically,
finally
when
did come out.
NFL was
But-
a thing, they were a team that was established right from the get-go.
No.
No. It took a couple of years.
Well,
Really?
I think
We looked this up. Remember, we looked this up the
I
other
know,
day.
but I thought they were.
The New York Yankees were an NFL team,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
and the Baltimore Colts, and it was another.
I think
group
it was
of them.
originally
the
called
Miami
they were
Seahawks.
The Pittsburgh Pirates is what they were originally called, and I don't think they were.
That's probably true. I would.
For
believe
some
that.
reason, I think 1933 is when I remember 33. But a lot of teams came in at 33.
I think the NFL started in 1950, brother.
Well, listen.
He's
You got
talking
the
about
AFL or the AFC, whatever it was,
CFL, what the fuck it was. Yeah.
because
I looked all this up with Adam Rapp the other day,
yeah,
Well,
and it was actually really nice to go
I
through
think
and
the
see.
Packers, the Bears,
Because we were looking at Browns championships.
entire AFC or NFC.
We went to the first 8 championships, and the first 4 were the AACFL, whatever, and then it went to the NFL, and we went and we won and we lost and we won and we lost. But we were in the first 8 or 7 championships.
Yeah.
It was pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, the Browns were a winning team years upon years
So
ago.
this is
Look at
this
that,
is
the
old school.
Cleveland Tigers.
Akron Pros, Canton Bulldogs, because
Wow.
this is all northeast,
Yeah.
America.
look,
It
Arizona.
started in Pittsburgh, Ohio.
Arizona Cardinals from the get-go? No way.
That's crazy. No.
No. Founded in
Detroit.
1998.
Chicago
Okay.
Tigers.
1898.
Oh.
But this is
I
an
need
area
glasses.
thing. This isn't national. This Illinois, Ohio, and actually Pennsylvania's not even in this yet. It's all Illinois and
They're the
Ohio.
oldest NFL team, the fucking Arizona
Columbus
Cardinals. Who would have
Bears.
thought that? Wow. All right, we're getting off topic. Let's go back.
But that's
to
why
the game.
you're pro Hall of Fame in Canton.
Yeah.
You know,
I want
I've
to
been
go.
to.
I want to go there.
I've been to it 18 times.
I gotta go. I gotta get there.
Oh, it's cool, Joey. It's cool to go.
It's absolutely.
My
something.
dad
I would
used to
love
play
to see.
football for Alliance, Ohio. He played in that stadium for the championship.
What do
game
they have
as a
there
kid.
for Bill's stuff? Do they have the four falls of the Super Bowl there? Do
Actually, they
mention
have a wax thing of Jim Kelly, and he's in the spikes going into his ass, and he's like this.
Fuck you!
It's very graphic.
I thought you were gonna tell me
you can get a
something
picture
serious.
with it. And it's cool. But poor Bears, they continue to lose games like this.
It's not
Sometimes
poor
close
Bears.
games.
They're in a rebuild.
I
So
fuck the
who gives a
Bears.
fuck?
I don't care about the fucking. They're not in a fucking rebuild. They're
They're
not in a
trying.
fucking rebuild.
Well, they added veterans. That
They
weren't
have
there
one of
last
the best defenses in the league.
Okay.
They gassed up their offense to
Yeah.
make a fucking push this year. The problem was they fucked up the quarterback spot heavily.
But and
Three
even
times
though
they
even though
fucked
at
it
the
up
beginning of
this
the year I was talking about how they should have kept Justin Fields, I can't agree with that anymore.
I can. I completely believe it.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Okay?
After seeing
You
him
could have
play
kept Justin Fields, strike one. You could have traded for a real quarterback like Herbert. That's only mine. Nobody says that, but I do. That's strike two. Strike three was you actually drafted the asshole.
was Herbert on the block to be traded? I don't recall.
No, but like I said, they have all those picks to give to a guy who just came from college. That was the only deal on the
All
table.
right, let's go on to the Black Friday game.
Isn't this funny? It was 1917 Chiefs. I actually picked 1917 Raiders. I had to switch.
Did you?
Yeah. But I really did think the Raiders had a shot at winning this game. And
They
you guys
always
saw
do.
they did.
This is a
Bunch of
rivalry.
tomfoolery on that last fucking drive. Now I thought it was a fumble. I thought it actually was. I don't think they got fucked. They said it was a line infraction, so it was supposed to be a dead ball, and they were supposed to replay the down. That's what the call was supposed to be, and they got fucked. I don't know anything about that. I'm not going to go into that. I think they fumbled the ball and they lost the game.
One of the funny things when I was watching this game, I was like, did they fucking get Carr back? Because Aiden O'Connell wears his number, and when you see him in the helmet,
I said
he
the
looks like Derek Carr.
I
And
said
was
the
like,
same fucking thing.
did they get there? Did they try to get
I
Derek
said
Carr
the
back
same-
in the middle of the
I was
season?
saying, Carr looks like, that's not fucking Carr. But when he takes the helmet off, he's a goofy looking dude. And he's got a little mustache. He's got
But
a
you do
fat
agree,
face.
when he has the helmet on, you're like, is that fucking Derek? And he wears number 4.
I thought it was
like,
Carr.
is that Derek Carr?
I thought it was
What the
fucking Carr.
fuck's going on here?
No, he wears number 12. You idiot.
Oh, no, does he?
It says right there.
Oh, I thought. Okay,
And what's Derek Carr for?
I think he's 4. Yeah,
It just looked like him.
Yeah,
He
okay.
don't like him.
He
It
does
looked
look
like he
like
had
him.
a little fucking
I
mustache
just think it was
and a face
confusing.
mask. I
That's
thought it
all.
was fucking
Yeah.
Carr.
Okay, so not the same number. But
Is
it
this
does
the
look
first game Isaiah Pacheco's played since he's been back?
like-
7 carries, 44 is
I
not
think
bad
he's
for
been
coming off a
back
leg break.
I feel like he's been back for a week or 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just hasn't really done anything.
Well, I was gonna dap him up. I was gonna say 7 carries, 44 off a leg break.
They're
Pretty fucking good.
they're working him in slow,
Yeah.
kind of like what they
No,
did
this
with
is
Chubb,
it.
and look
This
how
is his
Chubb's
first
doing
game
now.
back.
Yeah. So I think that's really good from him.
That was his first game back.
It was his first
Against a
game?
defense that likes to
Last
kill
game he played was on
Chiefs.
September 15th.
I mean,
Okay.
the Oakland Raiders are the Chiefs killers. They don't really win a
Yeah,
lot,
yeah.
but they give them
They
a
are
ton of trouble.
the Chiefs' kryptonite for
A ton of
sure.
trouble. That's why I picked them this game. I thought it really happened.
It could have happened. The Raiders had a chance. What was the situation at the end? I think the
Yeah,
Raiders
do you
had a
guys
chance
have? I was
to
about
kick
to
the
ask. Do you
field
guys have anything to say about
goal. I
that?
can't fucking
They
remember.
were driving, and there was apparently a line infraction. There was a somebody
It was
illegal formation.
It
And what
was
they-
the same situation when Kadarius Toney had stepped over the line. They were talking about that.
Well, here's the problem. So they said it was a legal formation, right? They snapped the ball. The right guard snacks the center. And O'Connell's talking to a motherfucker. He's like, yeah, get the
Oh
boots
yeah,
over
and
there.
he was, and they
And
hiked the
snapped
ball. And
it,
he missed it.
hyped
That's
it,
what
and
it
he
was.
fumbled,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
the Chiefs recover. Now they said it was a
Yeah.
illegal formation, which is a line infraction, which means the play is dead immediately when the penalty is
The
called.
refs didn't
So
call
the
it, though.
play is not supposed to count. right?
The refs didn't
I don't know anything about this. This is what I'm hearing.
I do remember that.
So they're supposed to run the play back.
But it is hilarious because O'Connell's like, man, he's running his mouth, and the ball comes flying out at him.
Do you have anything to say about that, Adam? Do you know the intricacies of this rule?
This
Or?
is one that I was just getting updates on. So
I wish we could get that highlight. That'd be fine to watch. But
When was it?
it
was
was
the very
like
last play of the game.
It was the final drive. There
The
was
very last play of the game.
maybe 30 seconds left, 40. I can't remember. And
I don't know if they kneeled at all. But
this might be it. There it
This is
is. That's it.
so they call it. See the
Can't
flags
get a
flying?
different camera view on that, can you?
They call it illegal formation.
There'll be
That's
another one.
supposed to
Same
stop the
thing,
play. But I guess since the play had already happened,
Yeah, but you can see him. He's like, rah, 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 running his
that's
mouth.
a kneel. So I don't know. Maybe the Chiefs snuck away with another one.
Yeah,
Like
they
they
did.
always
They
do.
did. Absolutely. There was no chance for
But
the play.
I mean, it was
Is this it?
it was an honest fumble. It's an honest fumble. Look, he's talking. See the right guard, smacks him. He's ready to go.
Oh.
Bam! So it was just a miscommunication. They did not get this fumble, but the flags were
It's partly on O'Connell, too, because he did the
Yeah.
where he wanted the ball. He
I
clapped
think
for the ball.
and this is all.
But he thought the play was
Ever
dead
see
after
this?
he clapped for the ball. That's what happened.
But I think he admitted he did like in the press conference. He
Oh,
said
he
I
said
clapped too early. He said it was my fault.
Yeah.
So he knows it.
All right, there you
happens.
go. So Chiefs got one.
He got nervous.
And
He
who
saw
would-
Travis Kelce licking his
Listen,
chops on the
I
sideline.
believe when that fumble happened, I think there was a small amount of time on the clock, maybe under 40 seconds, and they had no timeouts.
Did
Like,
you see your girl T Swift celebrating at
who
the end of
fuck
the game?
cares, dude? I don't
Boy,
want to
she
shut
was-
up. Who
15
fucking
seconds
cares?
left.
I hope she gets pregnant with Mahomes' baby and that shit all blows up. Or
That
Gray.
is not gonna
Gray's
happen.
actually the best tight end on the team. I hope she fucks Gray.
I'm Clyde, you're fried.
I love you, Taylor. I'm blowing your offensive line. Slut. Sorry, Taylor.
All right, next game.
Um,
That was
So,
important.
that was-
Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. It was a shit game. It wasn't even that good. It was low scoring.
Come
I'm not talking
on.
about Steelers. I'm talking about Kansas City, not Steelers.
oh,
So,
I
I was because you were like, well,
Once I said it was a low score.
what a weird segue.
I was just to recap. I just thought that was kind of a shit game. I know they want to do that Black Friday thing and bring the Chiefs.
Well,
in
we're
there,
moving
maybe.
on. You moved on, and then you went back.
Okay. Anyways,
Okay.
next one.
Pittsburgh, Cincinnati. At
Love this
Cincinnati.
game.
We all picked Cincinnati, besides Chris, who was here last week making picks with us. Who
Yeah,
picked the Steelers?
Is this one of the highest Pittsburgh scoring games ever?
Adam, you have a stat for that. Right?
2018, they said during the broadcast, we haven't scored 40 points since 2018.
That's nuts, isn't it?
Um,
I mean, I had
Well,
28,
what's nuts
27.
was-
You had 27, 24. Nobody had in the 30s.
what's nuts was Pittsburgh just had an answer for everything Cincinnati was doing.
That was a
So,
sweet little throw to Fryermuth.
yeah.
Russell May.
Oh, I saw that. I did see that. Right in the
Get
center of
out
the field,
front.
and Fryermuth was
That was
just
nasty.
in.
dude.
Yeah,
That was nasty.
that's a big boy. You're not tackling him when he gets five yards from the
Um,
end zone. Come on.
Okay, let's talk about something here.
Mm-hmm.
These Pittsburgh Steelers now they're probably they have a 70. We just saw on TV. It's
Yeah.
70% chance to win the NFC North, right? So
I
they're
think,
gonna come out.
I
of
think
this
they do. I don't think anything's.
They've been winning a lot of games this year on field goals, right? Playing defense, kicking field goals.
This game wasn't.
They
all
can't
field goals.
score. This is an all-time bad defense in Cincinnati. I think that's why you sold them.
It's their worst they've
44.
ever had.
Well, they're even saying, well, you're wasting Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. Anyway, what can these Steelers actually really fucking do to get in the playoffs? Like, are they actually beating the Bills? Are they actually beating the Chiefs? Are they actually going to beat any of these big AFC teams?
They're going to be in the playoffs.
And
I'm pretty sure
they,
they've clinched that.
They're going to win the division. They're going to be in the
Right,
playoffs.
right.
But what happens when they actually play these high-tier teams and not playing the lowly Cincinnati
I
Bengals?
think we
I
had this
think
conversation last week, if I may, for a moment. But
Yeah.
besides Buffalo, who we'll get to in a little bit, who just looks absolutely ridiculous right now,
Killers.
I feel like they can beat the Chiefs. I feel like they can beat who else is in there.
I'm trying to think right now. I'm blanking.
The Chargers. I don't know. They're gonna be
Yeah,
No.
the Chargers,
Baltimore.
maybe Broncos.
I think the
Baltimore
Chargers
might
are going
get
to
a
let
wild card spot.
I think the Chargers are going to let everybody down. I think Baltimore is a threat to the Steelers because it's divisional.
Nobody else is coming out of the AFC East, right? It's just the Bills in that one. Nobody's scared of the Dolphins, Patriots, or Jets.
This is this Pittsburgh and
well,
Buffalo.
none of those teams even. Well, maybe Miami.
Pittsburgh and Buffalo
Maybe.
is one of the games that I actually would love to see this year because
Which
every
one?
time a Pittsburgh and Buffalo game where we have
Yeah.
two really good.
Listen, if we got to do it, let's save it for the fucking AFC Championship game. Let's do it in the snow down in Buffalo.
Pittsburgh's
And
going
let's
to be
fucking play a
snowy.
game.
It's either or. What I'm saying is every time Buffalo plays Pittsburgh, there's always we're riddled with injuries. They're riddled with injuries. They don't have a quarterback. It's always something stupid. I want to see. Now, this is a time where we have Russell Wilson, Josh Allen. Pittsburgh's defense is probably the best in the league. I can't think of one that's better right now.
I think
As
on
far as-
paper it's Philly, but
Right.
I hate to say that because
You got the Chargers.
I
you
just
got
don't have a
the
lot of faith in
Bears,
the Philly
you got,
defense. It looks good this year, but
Pittsburgh.
I mean, Philly still has their
The
holes,
Chiefs
man.
were really good at the beginning of the season. They're kind of relaxing now, but they're still really good. Their points given up is very good. Chiefs are a good defense.
and what they say too is
This would be a
I mean,
good match game.
anecdotal, but what they say is once the Chiefs get into the playoffs, Spags just plays a different game.
He does.
Who's coming out of the AFC South?
I'm not worried about the Chiefs this year. I'm worried about Pittsburgh.
Who's coming out? Probably the Colts.
Okay, so Pittsburgh can
Who's
beat.
is coming
Pittsburgh
out?
can
of
beat
the
anybody coming out of the South. Let's
AFC
just say
South?
South? Yeah.
Texans?
Texans, I guess. Yeah.
Well, not if they keep losing.
Who's in there? It's Texans, Colts, Titans,
Jags.
Jags. Thank you.
So so Pittsburgh can beat any of them.
Mhm.
AFC North, they've proven they can beat all of them, but we'll see what happens in the playoffs.
This
They
is a
have to
good
beat the
year
Ravens.
for Adam to be
Um,
a very
AFC
great,
West.
happy Steelers fan.
the
This
Chiefs. Listen, I'm scared if you guys have to play the Broncos.
Yeah, we
Why?
beat them once, but I think it was
Broncos are fucking good.
think the Broncos are going to
Broncos-
beat the Bills?
Speaking of defenses,
You play them?
the fucking Broncos.
Do you think they would if they did?
the Bills?
Could the Broncos beat the Bills?
Yeah.
Did you guys play the this? Going
Anybody
off on a
can beat
tangent,
the
do you guys
Broncos.
play the Lions coming up
Next week.
next week?
No, I'm sorry. We play
Yeah, Green Bay plays them.
Chargers, or we
No,
play
I'm saying that you do this
in
season,
2
right?
weeks. We play.
You know what? That's a
Detroit.
good question. When we
Okay.
get to the Bills game, we'll check out the schedule for the next
We'll get to it.
Okay.
As far as the Steelers go, I mean, this isn't sustainable. 44 points is. If we were going to beat the Bengals, this is
I like
how
it.
we had to do
I
it.
like that you said that because I also think winning with 15 or 18 points with only field goals is sustainable. I think
It's
you guys.
not.
I think you guys really. I like that you guys find ways to win and you're well coached and you.
Yeah.
But
It
fuck,
has
man,
to
you're
be.
gonna start playing playoff football here pretty soon. I think the offense needs to find out what they do
And
get.
George Pickens needs to have a serious talking to. But
Why? Being a
he's-
diva still?
He's turning out
he's
to be
turning the team. He's
a
doing,
Claypool. He's a
Then
Deontay
get him the
Johnson.
fuck
He's
out of
a.
there.
the problem is that he's very good.
He's
He
not
is
that
good.
good.
He
He's
is
good.
good.
He is good. He's not that good. He's
Let's
not.
pull up his stats real
He
quick.
got,
Let's see.
He's not Antonio Brown good.
He got two personal foul or unsportsmanlike hits today. One, did you see he dropped the ball on the guy?
Well, here, change my mind. Did he get a touchdown yesterday?
Yeah.
Did he get 2?
No.
How many yards did he put up? Did he have at least 100 reception yards?
He only had 6 targets, caught 3 of them for a toucher and 74.
Okay, so
He
Yeah,
was
but
the
I-
leading receiver though.
Yeah, but I wonder how many of those
But that's
came
a.
back.
But look how many people caught passes yesterday. That's rust for you.
I
How many
like
people
that.
caught passes? 1, 2,
God,
3,
he
4,
really
5, 6,
opens up
7,
the
8,
run
9,
game,
10,
doesn't
was it
he?
12 people?
I'm just kidding. I'm totally fucking with you.
So I don't know. I
Yeah.
just the Pittsburgh, and I know I hate Pittsburgh, but if I'm looking at Pittsburgh like I want them to win, I'm very nervous about how they're going to win
I'm not.
games against established teams.
I think they win games the way they always
And
do it.
fuck that. Let's say they pull out one against the Bills. They
They
beat
play-
the Ravens and the Bills in the playoffs, and now they're gonna go play the fucking NFC. What are they gonna do against the Lions?
Fuck, who
Who
cares?
can
They
outscore
play
them?
hard-nosed
Crazy.
football. That defense plays you like any other fuck. You'll never. I would guess that you're never going to play a team that has better defense than the Steelers right now. You're never going to. That is the test right now. If you can beat the Steelers with their defense, look at what fucking Burrow does. Look at what he does with Chase. Higgins was eating. All those guys were fucking eating. Still couldn't beat him.
Yeah, but that's more
And
on
they're a
Cincinnati's
pass-heavy-
defense for allowing them to score 44.
I-
How many
I-
points does Joe
I
Burrow
guess.
need to win a fucking game? God damn it!
Yeah.
But look, that is a pass-heavy scoring offense. They didn't bring it as hard as they should have. Yeah, your defense sucks. Bring it
How
harder.
many of these?
Do you know how many other
I
Jamar
find it very
Chase?
hard to.
Do you know how many Jamar Chase touchdowns I watched? He should have had dropped or fucking.
in this game?
Oh yeah, and the defense just swatting down Joe Burrow's passes. So come on, man.
Yeah,
If you
but
got a
they
great
still- they
defense,
still
sometimes
have
a
them
great
ball to put
defense
38.
does win you. I get it.
Listen, they got 38 dropped on them. That's not great defense.
It's
I agree. They're one of the best
against the
defense in the league.
Bengals offense that is great.
No. If you want to be great defense, nobody scores 30 fucking 8 on you. Period.
If you look at some of their games, though, and in accordance to the rest of the season from the beginning, they weren't letting teams score on them. And again, like I
agree.
said,
I
this
agree
is
they're
a
very good
pass-heavy offense with the Bengals. They
Probably
are
the best in the
super
league.
sharp. One of them, for sure. So I do understand where you're coming from. All I'm trying to say is to keep up with them and find answers, and the defense still did play
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
This is a dangerous Steelers team. It's
Right.
one that's going to be in the playoffs.
For sure.
I'm pretty sure they're clinched, right?
Well, they will be.
If they're not, well, then what? They got another game, and the Bills clinched it last night. That was first since 2016 a team has done that. Clinched this early.
Yeah, but you are so
Kansas
far
City-
ahead in your division.
You got
That's-
lucky. You got tissue brain too.
I don't think it's luck. I think it's the way McDermott has built this team.
I'm not saying you guys aren't good, but you got tissue brain Tua. You got the dumpster fire,
But this
the
is-
Jets.
this
and
is
you got
their
the
fault.
Patriots who can't. Really
This is their
figure out-
fucking fault.
They can't beat each other in practice, let alone.
This is their fault. And still, if you put us in some of the other divisions, we're still going to be number one.
All right.
20 penalties yesterday too. So I do wonder as well because
Kansas City is a game up on us, and they still haven't clinched.
What do you wonder?
well again it's divisional. You guys are
I
so
get
far ahead in
it.
your division.
I get it, but Kansas City's what's their division?
I just laid it out for you.
Raiders.
You got tissue brain Tua. You got dumpster fire Jets. You got shitty fucking
Because they
Patriots.
still
Of
have-
course
I
you
think
won the
the- I
division
think
right
the
now. Of
Chargers
course
still
you won the
have
fucking
one.
division right
Okay, all
now. I
right.
do not see that.
Because
Good
the
for you.
Chargers are what? The Chiefs are what? 10-1 now.
Mhm.
They're 11-1.
Mhm.
Are they also
11-1,
And then they
and they have
what are
Broncos.
the Chargers?
they have Broncos, Chargers, and Raiders.
Chargers are.
So the only
8-4.
reason Kansas City hasn't clinched is because of the Chargers. Because the other two teams, I could argue and
Because
say
they
the
have
same
another
thing.
good team in the
You
division.
have tissue brain Aiden O'Connell.
Well, look,
and
I
you
mean,
have-
You have no
regardless.
other good team in your division.
10-2.
They have another good team in the division.
10-2. The next team is 5-7.
You can think what you want, and
It's-
it's right there. It's
it's-
right
And
there.
then 11-1.
it's not about what I think.
8-4, 7-5. They have good teams in the AFC West. You
All I'm
have
trying
no
to
good
s-
teams in your division besides you guys.
All I'm trying to say is if you put us in other divisions as well, we'd still be number one.
No,
And
nobody's.
we may have
That's
clinched.
not right. We agree with that.
Okay.
I
Well,
think-
he doesn't.
No, I don't think he's saying that.
Well,
That's not what I'm saying at
what
all.
are you saying then? Because
I'm saying you
the other
clinched
teams
because
suck.
your division's trash.
I know, but what I'm saying is if we even
And
if
we're
we
just
were-
talking mathematically, Kevin.
We gotta go. We
So-
gotta go.
so look,
You're not making
real
any
quick.
sense.
Well,
We gotta
no,
go.
no.
We gotta move on.
Say we were in the AFC South and you took Houston out. Guess what? We would have clinched that one too. You gonna fucking talk about the Colts now?
Go to the AFC West then.
How the tissue?
Did you
the
clinch
tissue
in the
in
AFC
Colts,
West?
The water's not as good
You
in
brought up
Tennessee.
the fucking Kansas City Chiefs not clinching yet, and they're the best. And oh, look at us, and our dicks are hard.
Let's because the
I'm
Chiefs-
getting angry.
the
I'm
Chiefs
getting
are-
really
okay.
fucking angry. I'm
Chiefs
sorry.
are
I'm
clinched.
sorry.
You should be. That's
Chiefs
okay.
are-
No, fuck you. No, fuck you. You should be fucking sorry because you're an
You
idiot.
should be.
Because you're stupid.
I know.
Okay, let's move on. I'm getting angry.
But the Chiefs are clinched, so yes, they would have.
Oh, so you're wrong anyway.
No, they don't.
You're
they didn't-
wrong, and then now you're even more wrong. How's that feel,
They said that.
jerk?
Well, when I was watching TV yesterday, they said they couldn't clinch until next week.
I'm gonna clinch you here in a second.
That's what they said.
I think. Well, what's Z versus X?
Oh no.
X is usually clinched.
Clinch division. X clinch playoff berth. That's what it is.
So they clinched playoff berth. They didn't even. So you're wrong. They didn't clinch
I'm gonna
division.
burn. I
You
haven't been
fucking
wrong the whole
knucklehead.
time we've been talking. I have not been wrong the whole time we've been talking.
Yes, you have.
I've not
Exactly.
been wrong. I've not said one thing wrong.
You just said that the Chiefs clinched. They
He
didn't.
said it. I didn't say shit
Why are you yelling?
because I'm angry because you're stupid.
But you're always angry.
Oh, you're such a jerk. You're such a
You were
fucking
wrong.
jerk.
They didn't clinch.
Put
They clinched
us in
playoff
the other shitty division. We win. Yeah, of course you fucking win. You have nobody in your division playing good football.
Are you mad because the Browns suck?
I'm mad
You're taking
because
it on
you
on me.
spew dumb shit out of your mouth and then you defend it. Even when you're losing, you defend it. That's why I'm mad.
What do you think?
I am not getting involved in this.
Anyway, let's move on. I'm sorry. You're a jerk, though. Why do you make me do this? I'm sorry. But you make me do this. I get all
Because
jacked
you're
up.
wrong. That's why.
Don't say that. What did we just touch on? Pittsburgh, Cincinnati,
Okay. What's the next
Arizona,
one?
Minnesota.
We don't
Any
care
other
about
player?
any of those games. Wait.
Did you want to
So
talk about?
Houston, Jacksonville, we wanted to talk about the cheap hit on Trevor Lawrence.
Yes. Oh, can I say one thing first?
Yes.
The Jets fucking suck. They were up 21-3 in this game, I believe, and they lost. They fucking suck. That's all I want to say.
Yeah, they had a chance to win. I think there was about 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. They were up 21 to
Maybe
17
18 or something. Yeah.
It might have been 17. allowed Charbonnet to really get down the field, grab a penalty or two,
Nice
and then run.
Charbonnet.
Basically.
Well, who's your mother?
And then he was able to break through on
They got
on
that
what.
pick six from Rogers too.
Well, what they were saying too with Charbonnet is that there was a couple holding penalties that they thought should have been called. One DA called, one didn't, which allowed him to get into the end zone. But I mean, either way, Sauce Gardner was committing all types of frickin' defensive pass interference.
Molestation.
Yeah, I mean, he couldn't keep up with DK Metcalf was the problem. He couldn't shadow him.
That's a big boy. It's a tough guard.
I don't think and he is big, but
Big boy.
what I think
Strong.
the problem was is that he's fast.
Yeah, he's fast and
And
strong.
Gardner's not as fast
It's like
as
he's
him.
built like the Predator.
So it was just unevenly matched. Defense fell to shit. Rodgers just looked terrible. He couldn't.
Stats aren't awful. They're not good. Not awful.
He didn't, and I'm not saying that his stats were good or great. I'm just saying from the gameplay, he looked off. I was watching that game. He
You think
looked
he's hurt?
awful. Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
I think it's time for him to hang it up. Devontae Adams was fucking committing penalties, trying to give the Jets a chance. Like I forgot who the cornerback was on him, but he fucking grabbed him this one point and threw him to the ground, and then caught the ball. And it was so blatant. And then he's like, "Come on, I'm busting my ass out here."
Kind of like how you were in that argument we just had.
Right. He's like, "Come on, are you fucking serious?" And they're like, "Yeah, everybody just watched you push that guy to the ground. It's not WWE. It was that kind of play."
All right.
So
I didn't
yeah,
want to spend a lot of time on this.
The Jets suck.
I just want to say
We
the Jets
agree.
suck.
they could have won that game. They gave it away. They suck.
Okay. Seahawks are ahead of the AFC or NFC West right now. We'll see how that division plays out. That's a weird division right now. It's just a weird division. 49ers take another loss. They're not gonna make the playoffs this year, guys. I think we said this last week.
Who?
49ers. They're not gonna.
That's
make the
okay.
playoffs.
That's okay.
Well, I do want to talk about that a little bit.
They've gotten injuries.
When we
McCaffrey
talk
got
about
hurt
the
again.
Bills. We'll bring
Okay.
up this
Okay.
the Niners.
What
a little
was
bit.
it?
Do you know why McCaffrey went out though, right? You know why, right?
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
He didn't
You're
have good old.
gonna get the old. I told you he was hurt though, right? I remember I've been telling you he looks hurt. He's
they
not playing.
said
but
he was hurt before. They said he wasn't.
He's gonna get
100%
hurt.
Yeah, especially playing the Bills. You can't play the Bills. You can't bring him in 80% playing against the Bills.
We wanted to talk about the hit on Lawrence.
Yes.
in a loss
Old
in
horse
the-
face got his face extended a little bit longer, which I think he's okay with. And who knows?
What the fuck was that?
He got hurt and said, "I gotta go see. I gotta go see."
Old horse face got his face.
He said,
extended. Hey, you know he got married in Palmetto Bluff down here?
I did not know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I didn't know that
Yeah,
until a couple days ago.
That was
Like,
a
they're
while
really
ago,
nice.
though,
They're
wasn't
good
it?
people.
Wasn't that like years
I
ago?
don't know when it was. Yeah, it was probably like 2019.
Justin Bieber got married over here too. Fuck them all. Who cares? Diddy was at
Bieber
that
did
party.
fuck them.
Diddy's honeymoon suite.
You guys are gonna
had
do it in South Carolina. I'm gonna be there in New York when you're done.
Bieber's honeymoon suite had Diddy in the suite.
He said FaceTime me as soon as you get in the room. Fuck, we talking about horse face.
Trevor Lawrence. It was.
Let me ask a question to both of you, and I'll let you both answer.
Mhm.
Dirty hit.
I think it was an undecided hit. I think he knew he shouldn't have did it, but it was too late. And the only reason I say that is because I can't possibly know. I don't play this game like that. Does it look dirty? Absolutely. But if you're in the heat of the moment,
It's coming at him. How is he supposed to change his angle and velocity? Yeah, I agree.
but that's one thing that
absolutely
they haven't been able to fix in the NFL is these guys that are coming in hot.
You
They can't
How
just
do you
turn it
fix
off.
that?
You can't.
I mean, look, he's right there, and he sets, and he's going to do something.
It looked like he was going to slide, no?
It was. He was going. He did slide.
Who? Lawrence?
Trevor Lawrence. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
then there's a penalty.
But,
But
you
here-
see this
but
guy,
here's
he
the
rolls
thing.
out and he sets it.
Let's
like,
watch it one more time. Because here's
I
the
agree.
The only argument I have is Lawrence should have slid earlier. He's trying to get a couple extra yards. Fucking go down.
So,
that avoids you getting hit.
Let's take a look at the. At
Watch
the
how
guy.
late he slides.
Number 0 right there. That's what we're looking at, right?
Watch how late he slides, though. You got to go down right away.
So he sets. He comes over here. Okay, now he turns around. He
Slide,
finds him.
slide.
Finds him. He gears up and he hits.
Too late.
It's just a weird play. It's just
You
a weird
slide before the fucking player gets to you. You're
Yeah.
going down anyways.
I don't think it's as dirty as everybody thinks. What do you think, Adam? Dirty play?
Seeing it for the first time, it didn't look I wouldn't call it dirty.
Unfortunate.
Is he gonna get
He got ejected from the game.
Absolutely.
He's going to get fined out of his ass. You know he's going to
He
get
was
fined.
ejected from the
They,
game.
they
We'll see.
fine running backs
You know
for putting
he
their
was
head too
you know
far
they
down.
ejected
That was a
him.
big thing
The
last
very
year. Is
next
that
thing-
happening this year.
I don't know. That's a fair point.
Can I
don't
say
know.
something though too? The very next play, they ejected that guy.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah.
I just said that.
Wait,
I didn't hear
wait,
you.
wait.
I didn't
He-
fucking hear
Don't
you.
listen to me.
He played another snap though.
Because you're like my wife when you talk.
He
I
played.
tune
He
you out.
played a snap after this.
No, he didn't
No.
get to. They ejected him right before the next
So the
play.
only thing, and
After a
we'll see
scrum.
what happens. What's his name?
Oh, Jara. Oh, number 0.
I mean, it's just a quick summary with that. Like, I feel like the guy wasn't trying to fucking kill.
But I feel like a lot of these times
They
these
made it
things will
seem
happen
like-
in game, and then they might not.
Now, this player has a small history of being a little extra.
Does he?
He's a defensive.
Yes.
What is he, a lineman or is he a safety?
I'm talking like dirty face mask shit. And stuff.
Okay, but
I don't know the
all
exact.
these guys do that.
There you go. Aziz Al-Sher. I heard yesterday after this hit,
He
everybody's
looks
talking
like he's
about.
in the fucking and
Oh,
coming
he
out of
did
the
this.
movie
Remember when he
Commando.
did this, and he did this, and apparently he has a small history of being a little extra. But I don't think it was a dirty hit. I thought it was an unfortunate hit.
Yeah.
I think that the NFL needs to look at this hit and not
And
dish out crazy fines. What they need to do is, how can we make this better?
you train your quarterbacks better. You train them to go down quicker, just like they were saying. Oh well, he should run and dive at the ankles. Rex Ryan, that fucking idiot who shouldn't even never have been allowed to coach. What you
He's
do
one
is,
of the best defensive coaches of all time.
are you
He's a
talking
top-
about him
he's
or his
top
brother?
15, 20, both of
Talking
them.
about Matt Ryan?
Both of them are
Okay.
top.
We're not talking about the Ryans
Jackson
anyways.
Robb.
We're not getting into that because
No.
I'm not going to talk about that. All right.
They're good.
When you're training your quarterback, you go down before there's a defender that is even close enough to hit
Are
you.
you
Just
getting
fucking
mad
go down.
because he was on the Jets teams that were beating the Bills teams
No.
all those times ago?
No.
Mark Sanchez?
No, don't give a shit about that.
That's why you don't like him.
Sanchez invented the butt fumble, didn't he? So
No, you invented the butt fumble during a game of peekaboo panties.
anyways,
All right.
Lawrence should have went down sooner. That's all there is to it. You
Okay.
don't go for an extra 1 yard so you can get taken out of the
All
game.
right,
It's just
I'm
stupid.
sorry.
All right.
I'm sorry I yell at you. I don't like when you yell at me. I'm
But
sorry.
I'm not yelling at you.
No, but you cringed it. You got
Because like, Matt Ryan, because you're doing it on purpose to be a jerk.
Rob and Rex Ryan are good defensive coaches. They will always be top 20 coaches, I think, right? Top, I don't know. They're not
Who
the
should
best of the
probably
best.
keep quiet and not talk about football for the rest
It's
of their
their
lives.
job. He's being paid on a show to talk about football.
Take them off. Close the door on that chapter
Get 'em
of their
out.
lives. You're done. You ever see them riding the bicycle bill for two in Buffalo? I know he's seen it. I've mentioned it many times. After I saw that, I had no respect for them. Very little respect for
Wait,
them.
what is this?
The bicycle bill for two.
I don't know what that is.
And they're riding it through Niagara Falls. He's seen it. You know I've
The
mentioned it.
two-person bicycle?
Yes, they're
What's wrong
fucking
with that?
homos.
We should ride two-person
No!
bike. Come on, get on the bike with me.
I mean, we could do it because it wouldn't be as famous as these two
I'm
fucking
sitting in the
idiots.
back. 'Cause-
Look at these jack assholes. You're going to fucking coach a team and that's what you're doing? It's like he's going to fuck them. No, absolutely
What's
not.
wrong with the tip?
You don't see something wrong with that. Rex looks like he's 1 inch away from getting fucking Matt's pick
right.
on him. There you That's what they should have did is rode right out the falls. Fuck these
Oh, it's
idiots.
fucking funny.
This is
Come
like
on,
when we're in
man.
the heat of our season,
Why are you so
losing,
angry?
and instead of them helping the team out, they're riding a bike.
It's just funny.
Probably eating chicken wings.
Oh, come
Fuck
on,
that.
man. They're family. Let them
No.
ride a bike.
Yeah, they
Fuck.
can ride bikes all they want now. Just keep Rex off the air. He's stupid and doesn't know what the fuck he's saying. You should dive at the defender's ankles when you're a quarterback. Yeah, that worked out great for Tua. Dive at their ankles. That was his answer to Lawrence's
I
problem.
think he has like a more thought out approach of putting a shoulder
So when
down
you think
making them defend themselves.
So
instead
when
of you having
Lawrence
to
is
defend
at
yours.
home in pain on Twitter talking about how shitty he feels, and then he watches, oh, Lawrence, what you need to do, buddy, next time? You just need to go head first right into their ankles. You're great. You'll be great.
Did he say that?
Yes!
No, not like that.
Yes,
said,
he did.
said
He
dive,
said
at, the
dive
ankles.
at their ankles.
He didn't say go
That's
head first
the
at the
solution.
ankles, but he didn't say that.
That's pretty.
If you dive, are you not going head
Well,
first?
who's the quarterback that's on the show with them? The ex Lion, the guy on the left, Orlovsky or whatever his name
Oh
is.
yeah.
He agreed with him.
I think he felt the need. He didn't want to embarrass him. and was like, you said that absolutely correct.
They
Sure.
didn't mean you on that show.
Aren't
I have
you
no
the-
problem embarrassing.
Aren't you the asshole that was on a bicycle built for two with your brother? Never mind. Yeah, what you said was great.
Okay. In closing, poor horse face. he got lit up.
Yeah, he got lit up. It's fun.
First game back.
Well,
That's fucking funny.
he-
Dude. The fight for two is fucking funny.
in closing, for me, what I'm going to say is he
You don't get to close. I closed.
he needs to go away from football, man. I'm sorry, Trevor Lawrence is not what he's cracked up to be.
He's a good quarterback. Listen, I have a lot of hate for the man, but I think he's a good quarterback.
I
He's
thought
just
he was
hurt
a
this
great college quarterback. NFL's different,
He
man.
stole that game against Ohio State. Fuck him for that shit.
Okay.
That's why I hated him coming into the league. But all he's done is play decent to good football. I mean,
He's got the mind of a
he's a
quarterback.
starter.
I think he'll be a better coach.
He's a starter in the NFL.
He
Period.
could be a quarterback whisperer for all we know. Easily.
You're an asshole whisperer.
Oh.
Is there anything else from
Is
this
that why
week we
you're
wanted to
fucking so
touch
much?
on? Philly and what's wrong with you?
Sorry.
We wanted to touch on Philly and Tampa, Carolina, whatever.
Nah, but I do like the Philly Ravens game. We definitely want to talk about this. Saquon versus Henry going into it.
Before we get into it,
Uh-huh.
you wanted to bring up a certain player on the Ravens, didn't you? You said it
Who?
in a text message last night.
Who?
Justin Tucker?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just pretty incredible that he
2 for
Missed 3 in a
4.
row?
He missed the extra
well,
point.
it's every week.
He's bad.
He's
You
getting
wonder
old.
if
He's on my fantasy
He's
team.
35 years old. He's getting old.
Come on, man. He's a kid.
Yeah. How long did Vinatieri do it for you?
How long did who's the
Not
baddest guy?
everybody's a Vinatieri or Greg
Phil
Gillette.
Dawson.
Not everybody can do it that long.
Yeah.
Sometimes your tendons get tight, your booty hole puckers.
I don't
Yours
know
never
about it,
fucker.
but
You
it's
can't
just
fucking make
You're
Yours
incredible.
slops.
Now in his defense, some of them were longer field goal attempts, were they
Yeah,
not?
but my only point is, without really diving too deep into the details, is a guy like Justin Tucker was unstoppable.
He
until
was-
this
he
year.
was the
can't-
kicker.
What's his? I wonder if you.
And again, I'm not
Yeah,
trying.
you can.
I'm not trying to say anything, but doesn't there come a point in your life where sometimes it ends? You just can't do it
I
anymore.
guess.
What
but
if this
but
is his
so
time?
abruptly?
Sure.
It's always abrupt.
Sure. It's a
is it
plateau
not?
sometimes.
Yeah,
Sometimes a
isn't
plateau.
it
you
always
fall off
abrupt?
it.
Sometimes
Not always, but sometimes it is. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So you.
Tom Brady wasn't a plateau. He didn't fall off immediately.
Tom Brady's an exception to any
No.
football.
That's fair. That's a bad example.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean. Sometimes it plateaus. Sometimes you slide down. Sometimes you fucking take it.
70% he's at this
Poor
year.
That's
guy.
probably his lowest in his career.
Hey.
I would assume.
I respect Harbaugh because he said in the conference after the game, we're not moving on from him. We're going to keep him.
No, they're patting his ass. They said it last week too. They said we have not lost confidence in Tucker.
I don't think-
he comes out and he does this, and that's good. That's good. I mean, dude, he
'Cause
was the best kicker in football for
Harbaugh,
several years.
what Harbaugh is thinking too is, guys going through a slump. Everybody has their slumps.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. It's just,
It's weird to see.
It's unheard of.
I don't know if it's unheard of or not, but just to visually see it.
That's crazy to think. The guy's 6'1", 191. That's me.
What's his
I'm
longest?
6'1",
What's his
190.
longest field goal ever? Does it say or no?
Doesn't he have the record 64 or something like that?
No, there's 72 now.
He made a 72-yard.
Somebody has made 71
Really?
or 72. I swear.
We
to
gotta
God.
look that shit up because Are you serious?
I swear to God.
Is this XFL?
I didn't believe it until I heard it the other day watching football when the guy was
66
going.
yards, Tucker.
I think there's higher now.
Maybe he did it in practice, buddy. They do that shit in
I
practice.
don't know. Who kicked the 70-yard field goal? Go to that one. See what that one says. Giants. Who is it?
In 79.
There you go.
But why wouldn't
McManus, 70.
Jesus.
That's attempts. They didn't make it.
Oh.
That's attempts.
Yeah.
They attempted them. They did not make them.
Are you sure?
It says
I
attempts.
can't read that.
They would said made field goals. It says
Who
attempts.
kicked the 70-yard
Field goal attempts of 70 yards. It says attempts.
Okay. What's the longest field goal in NFL history? Was that
66. He
Tucker?
just looked it up, Tucker.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Before that, it was Janikowski, 62 or 63, right?
Who did Janikowski kick for? I remember him.
The Raiders.
Okay. I remember him.
And then he made it when
He
somebody
just
after-
retired less than a decade ago, right? He was playing for a while.
Yeah. He was there 5 years ago, I think.
Was he?
Maybe.
Okay.
Possibly. It was close. Oh, Brandon Aubrey, 65. That's a big fucking kick, baby.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big fucking kick. It's Sebastian Janikowski.
Prater's up there? Get the fuck out of here.
See, so look all those ones above him. He did that in 2011. It was 2012. Okay, so he did that. Yeah, so I guess Akers had it for a hot minute until everybody else did.
Wow.
2019, 2024, 2013. Prater did it in 2013, so Prater was the record holder. 64 for a little bit. Okay,
For a little
that's
bit,
crazy.
yeah. That's awesome. Prater's still kicking. Jesus.
Wow.
Well, actually, didn't something happen to him and he's out for the rest of the year, or is he still kicking right now?
I mean, I don't make a habit of following kickers.
All right, let's go on to the next game. We're talking about kickers
No.
now.
We didn't finish the game.
All right, let's finish it.
Okay.
So we're talking Baltimore. That's what I meant. Let's go on to
Okay.
the. I know we didn't talk about this one yet. So
What
Saquon,
happened? 9-0, up 9-0. Before
Uh-huh.
anything of significance happened in the Philadelphia Eagles. Why the slow starts in Philly? Why do they start so goddamn slow? They finish so goddamn strong.
some teams are second half teams.
Mhm. I mean, Adam, you're a fan. What do you got to do?
I don't know. I think it's just second half is always the Saquon Barkley show. So I mean that's why
He's good.
they
God,
finished
he's
I
good.
think
He's
a lot of
the
chrome
best.
there. I think I did it last
He's
week.
my
I'm doing
favorite
it
running
this
back
week.
right now.
He's fun. He's fun to watch.
He's so much fun to watch. Not just mentioning, when he did that little backflip over the guy or whatever.
Just the way he finished, like the way he finished this game.
Yeah, I like it.
He just
God, I would give anything to have him on
because
my
I
team.
checked my fantasy. I was playing, Mikey who has him, and he had like 3 points. It was like
Yeah.
second quarter going, about literally late second quarter. I'm like, fuck, Saquon's gonna get.
You can't ever put him out, man.
Bam, 22 points.
Yeah. Even on his worst day, he's
And
garnishing
whatever he had.
maybe 80 to 90 yards.
It's fun to watch him play. He's a wonderful finisher. This Philly team does scare me though, because remember this is the same team that dropped how many games in a row last year? 8 in a row to go into the playoffs still, and then fucking
They were going through
7
some
in
shit
a row.
last year. It was
So
a slump.
it's the coach. The coach scares me.
They didn't have Saquon last year.
He comes to the fucking press conference. The coach. He goes, "Yeah, it was boring. We're boring. But we got a good team here." And I stopped watching it because I was like, "No, motherfucker, you're boring. Your team is not boring at all. Your team's actually fun to fucking watch because it's like, oh, they suck. They're gonna lose
This was
this game.
last year, right?
Bam, they slam it on
This
you.
was last year
This
or
was
this year?
last night.
He said that?
He said his team is boring. It was a boring win. It
Why
was
would
boring.
Don't you think he's kind
No,
of saying that
motherfucker.
out of the sides?
You're fucking boring.
He's trying to be a little bit
Your
I
team,
would-
lib about
I
it.
guess, but I do not like.
Even if you're right, I think that's a poor thing to say about your team.
Maybe that's just Sirianni the way that he.
I don't like
I
it.
don't like
Yeah,
Sirianni.
I guess. I don't like that, though.
I think he's good. I think he's good, a decent coach. That's it. I don't like Sirianni. I think. I mean, look at the big turnover. What happened to this team in the offseason that would make this happen?
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon.
I don't think there's any other thing to say.
They did get that defensive lineman too. I'm sorry, I don't know names.
I don't think
They
that
did
makes
do
fun of
a
defense,
couple
but-
things to the defense. Defense was terrible last year. You remember
Mhm.
that? The defense is not terrible right now. So I don't know if that's coaching or if that's player. Something happened to the defense, and that's wonderful. But Saquon Barkley ignites his fucking offense. When
I love him.
Jalen Hurts
He's
threw
awesome.
19 passes, that's it. That's all he has to do.
Yeah.
Because Saquon takes over.
I'm not a Phillies fan, but I would totally support a
Keep
Saquon
the game in
Barkley.
range until the third, fourth quarter, and let Saquon do his fucking work. That's a wonderful fucking tool to have in your bag.
Well, Hurts-
Especially against a team like the Ravens, who can put up as many points as they need to. Now the defense is pretty bad, but the Ravens are no fucking joke on offense. And
No.
did you guys see that tackle
Shut
from the
down.
rookie on Derrick Henry? They keep showing it all over the fucking place. The guy scoops him up and puts him down.
No.
Tackled
It's
Derrick
one-
Henry?
It's a very nice tackle. It's a textbook tackle, but it was top 3. It was the third
Well,
top
because
thing on ESPN today.
Derrick Henry,
It's not that good of a fucking tackle. It was
Derrick Henry stiff arms everybody.
This,
so when
this
you
guy's
see-
catching a pass like this, and the guy grabs his leg while his head's turned, and then it wasn't like he mauled him. He just kind of picked him
Whatever.
up, put him down.
They're trying to
Everybody's
find.
like, wow, what a fucking tackle. No, it wasn't that good of a tackle. It's exactly what you're supposed to do. That's it. That's all it was. It was a textbook tackle. That's fucking it. When a
Sometimes-
guy who wasn't looking at you, was not running full speed at you,
Sometimes the simple
it
stuff
pissed me
is
off.
what
And I'm not,
ignites people's
I'm not
interest.
a Ravens fan. I'm not a Derrick Henry fan. But I'm also not an Eagles fan. But they're like, they gave this guy a top 3 spot on plays of the fucking week for a textbook tackle on a guy who wasn't looking. It made me sick.
Yeah.
It made me fucking sick. That's what he's supposed to fucking do. What do you think was going to happen? Derrick Henry was going to pull his dong out while he wasn't looking, slap the guy in the helmet, and it was going to be over?
If he did,
Like, no, his legs were exposed. Everything was exposed. Kid made an okay play. All right,
But this
move
is
on.
this is football of nowadays.
That shit pissed me
You and
off.
I watch die-hard football where you're knocking each other around and kicking each other's ass. Nowadays, people see a play like that, and it's like when there was a big collision back in the day, like smack, and you hear it on the field, and everybody's like, oh, that's those plays nowadays where they
Sucks.
do it. Yeah, it's not the same.
Sucks.
They're not used to seeing if they saw the plays we used to see back in the day, oh my God, he's gonna die. Get the ambulance out there. They get nervous. You know what I mean? That's why you don't see that.
Everybody says
like-
when you're coming to work.
Dude, I went to some Bills games where these guys were getting fucking mollywopped, and I mean, you'd hear it echo through the stadium, and you thought the person could be dead.
Did you find it?
No.
It doesn't matter. It's literally nothing of note. It's nothing of note
Right? It doesn't
at
matter.
all.
Anything to say good about the Ravens?
So the tackle is nothing of note.
Can I say some stuff about the Ravens?
Absolutely.
They're still a threat in the AFC.
I hope so because I think they're in trouble.
Every team's we're at the playoffs. Every team's in trouble now. My Bills are in trouble. They're looking great. That doesn't mean they're going anywhere. Okay.
Your Bills are in trouble of losing
I'm
the Super
speaking,
Bowl.
but you can see what I'm saying. I'm speaking. What's the word I'm looking for?
Extemporaneously?
I
Spell
love
it.
that. No, we're not spelling that. But what he's saying exactly. Now the Ravens, they dropped a good game to the Eagles. They dropped a good game to the Eagles. Okay, this isn't a Ravens team that they're going to struggle. I think they're only in the hunt because of Pittsburgh,
I mean, this isn't a Super Bowl team.
Yeah, who?
The Ravens.
Baltimore. I wouldn't. I don't know.
They're not winning a Super Bowl.
I'm speaking from the heart here. I don't think that's not a team that can. I think every year this is a team that could go to a Super Bowl.
That's not it, right?
These guys
No.
play with fucking heart. Lamar Jackson's always going to be good. He
Hey,
always
if you
finds
just side
ways.
search it on Google,
Yeah.
Derrick
I saw
Henry,
something.
it's all buzz right now. Everybody thinks this guy's the greatest tackle in the fucking world for a routine tackle on a guy.
All right. Well, now I guess since we're talking about it, so we got to see this. Here it is.
That's it. Catches the ball, doesn't have time to set, run, do
Folds
anything.
him like a lawn chair. You're right.
Oh no! See, he just caught the ball, so he just picks his legs up, and that's
He didn't have a chance to run. Now,
That's
if
a
Derrick
play.
Henry would have got a chance to run, he
yeah.
wouldn't have
Let's
got
see
it.
what he does when Derrick Henry's caught, turned, and took him a step.
He
That
wouldn't have
kid
had it.
gets
He
his
wouldn't have had
fucking asshole blown out of his fucking
He would've
bam! It's
been-
an explosion
He would
of
have been
meat.
stiff-armed is what would have happened. He would have been
He
stiff-armed.
got pushed to the ground.
He just happened to catch the right side. And this is what people want to see. They don't want to see Derrick Henry stiff-arm everybody. They want to see him get fucked up once in a while.
That
It
wasn't
makes
fucked
them-
up.
I know, but this is people.
That wasn't fucked up.
People will say that because it's something that they want to view. I want to view it that Derrick Henry's not perfect and he can be taken
It was a
out.
rookie making a good tackle on a defenseless receiver.
I
That's what it was.
I guarantee the Philadelphia Eagles look at it differently, though. Oh, that was the,
The
best
whole
tackle
world
of
is
the
looking.
game.
It's on fucking Instagram.
Give him
They
the
put it on
game
top
ball.
3 on
Give
fucking
him
ESPN.
Derrick Henry's balls. Give him the game ball.
You'd like that, wouldn't you? Hey, I was just talking shit about Baltimore's tight ends the other night at the bar too.
Yeah, you
About
were.
how
You're
they-
always talking about tight ends.
We thought they had the best 1-2 punch, and they show up and they don't. They show up and they don't, and they're the ones that had the touchdowns this game. So good for them.
Mark
I
Andrews
think
is
Baltimore's in trouble.
good. Mark Andrews is good.
I really do. I think they'll probably limp into the playoffs, but after that, I don't know what they can do with the
Did you
defense.
see Mark Andrews
The
go up
offense
and get that one touchdown in that game?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was one of them. He got a touchdown.
Ooh.
I do
That
think
boy
the
can still
offense
move.
is capable of a lot. Maybe not as much as Cincinnati Bengals and maybe the Detroit Lions or some of these other teams. They're capable of a lot.
I never thought I'd be saying this, but
Defenses.
Pittsburgh's
tough.
taking that division.
I know, man.
And with Baltimore in there at the beginning of the season, I did not feel. I wasn't against it. I didn't feel like
I
was
did
saying
think
it.
the Browns were going to be 1 or 2, and I thought the Bengals and the Steelers are going to be 3-4. And you can put them however you want to.
Homie,
That's not how this worked out.
As much as I love the Browns, I knew as long as you were starting Deshaun Watson, you guys didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, and you were right.
What you doing with famous Jameis? Are you winning games? You're winning
You're
some,
right.
you're losing some, but that fucking guy
I
gives
had a
you
lot of faith in that. We'll talk
he
about that.
gives
later.
you a chance, man. I love
We'll
famous
talk about
Jameis.
that later.
All right.
Okay.
I like famous.
Anything
Jameis.
else to say on this game?
No, I think we covered it.
Well-
We didn't. I don't think we said enough about Saquon, though. I just want to say, fucking amazing game.
He's good.
That guy's a fucking beast. He's gonna continue to run.
Every time we talk about it, I have to say I have to eat crow. I talked a lot of
The
shit on
only,
him in the
the only
offseason.
one thing I would like to take away from this game is what are his rushing yardage? What is his rushing yardage total right now? That's what because is he on track to set a record for his career right now this year as far as rushing yardage. What is he at? He's at. Is that right? Is that
1,500.
total yards or is that rushing?
1499.
Is that rushing or total?
It's first in the league. You can go up to the ESPN has a nice stat things. They'll show you.
Because
the yards
just
and
only
stuff.
because I don't know, I would love to know what his rushing yardage total is right now.
$14.99.
Rushing?
It's very big.
Where's his receptions?
It's very big.
Okay,
He's
I
got,
don't want to see his
he's
receptions.
got 5 games left, right?
I just want to make sure that was right.
He could get to
2,000.
He could
How
get
many
2,000.
running backs have done that? Not
Decent
many,
amount,
right?
but not a lot.
Right. Would you say over 12?
No, I think it's more like 7 or 8, right? But I don't know. I don't know. We're just speculating here.
Okay.
I don't know. If you want to look it up, we can.
He's got-
if you want to move on to the Bills, we can do
He's
that.
got
too.
5 more games. If he can get 100 yards in each game,
Oh, they
over
got a little
2,000?
page for it. They're gonna tell us everybody.
2,000 yards. That's not Todd Gurley,
Jamal
is it?
Lewis, Jamal Lewis, my man.
O.J. Simpson.
Chris Johnson, Jamal Lewis, Eric Dickerson.
Orenthal Julius Simpson is in there.
There's 8 of them.
Eric Dickerson,
Eight
I
of them.
loved him back in the day.
OJ, Eric Dickerson, Barry Sanders,
Ooh.
Terrell Davis, Jamal Lewis, Chris Johnson, Adrian Peterson, Derrick Henry. This is a big club.
Derrick Henry's already in there, bro? Wow.
Yeah, he did it. He did it for what?
I
4 years ago.
didn't know that. 2020. I did not know that.
What's the most?
He did the
21.
during the
Eric
fucking-
Dickerson, 21. The next most is who? Adrian Peterson with almost 21.
So wait,
Three away
OJ
from
wasn't the
21.
most?
Oh, OJ? Wait, no, that's Eric Dickerson. I can't
Go
see
up to OJ again? Oh, OJ
I think he just had like
2003. Okay, he beat it. He did it. Eric Dickerson, he's fast as a fox.
Is that what
says
they
that? What
said?
is
There was a commercial. They go, Eric Dickerson, he's fast as a fox.
What was
I
the
got
commercial
Walter
for?
Payton, he's on this box.
What the fuck is this?
Wheaties?
No shit.
Yeah. He's fast as a fox. Got Walter Payton, he's on this box. It's back in the 80s.
Terrible.
It was good when you watched it. It was the Wheaties commercial. It made you want to eat Wheaties because you thought you were going to be as fast as Eric Dickerson.
Well, you're sticking them in your ass. It's suppository. So they're free to do it. If you're going fast to the bathroom, that's about it.
Hey, Wheaties will make you shit. I don't know if you know that.
Well, everything makes you shit, Kevin. It all becomes shit. Just like your points and views. Anyway, we have one more game to talk about. Well, 1.5.
We have 2 games. We have Bills and San Fran, and we have
We'll kick on the Browns a little bit.
Browns and you don't want to talk about the Monday night game?
Just half. I want to half talk about it. So let's go. Hey, anything else? Eagles. Eagles look great. Baltimore is in trouble. Can make a wild card spot, but I don't know if they're.
The one final thing I want to say: the only thing I hate about this Eagles team is I hate that Saquon Barkley is the focal point, and that's the only reason they look great.
Yeah, it's tough.
I mean, their wide receivers aren't doing shit right
he
now.
gets hurt.
You said that.
Well, that's why I think
Couple
he's
weeks ago.
MVP. Is because he literally, if you take him off that team, that offense does not look so goddamn
I'm not-
good anymore. Right?
I'm not putting him above my boy Josh Allen. All right?
No, Josh Allen wins it, and we'll get into that right now. Bills at 49ers. Let me say
I
something
love
first.
that play.
Before we get into the
I think I
35-10
finished
win.
when he hit the pylon at that moment. I think I was like,
Yeah, I know.
Is it the one where Cooper?
Yeah, he's like, shit.
He got that was the one where he got the
Let's talk about it. We're
throwing
already here.
and receiving
Okay.
touchdown. at
Terrible
once.
throw. Fucking terrible throw. And he's got 3 guys to his back, Cooper. And Cooper goes like this and smacks it back to himself and catches it. Now he's got hands on him. He's being
Yeah.
molested terribly.
Yeah.
And he's got
By
the ball
two
and he doesn't know what to
guys.
fucking do. And he looks up and Josh goes over there and he said it in the press conference. Like, I went over to make sure he was okay because I knew it was a bad pass. And so Josh was standing there like I'm sorry. And Cooper's like, ah! And Josh like, fuck yeah! And he takes it and it was such a cool play because he made such a bad pass. And props to Cooper for smacking it back to himself so that he can
He's a
get it
smart
again.
player, man.
And so he smacked for a guy that hasn't many drops this year, but you know how good.
Can I say one
He
thing?
smacks it back to himself and he gets it. Josh is going over there almost to say sorry to him, and he goes, "Fuck you, ain't got buddy." And Josh
he
goes,
took
"Fuck it,
off.
I got it."
The funniest, and we
Awesome.
don't talk a lot of fantasy, but I was losing against Adam this week.
You're probably gonna win now. 'Cause
Oh,
you got Sutton in.
I need 3 points to win.
From
Yeah,
Sutton.
and I have
You're
Sutton.
gonna get that.
But it was funny because I was down like 20 points. This play happens. All of a sudden, I'm down 2
Just watch
points.
this. See, smacks it back to himself. Can I catch?
Are you
stick it in
okay?
the left?
Oh, fuck you.
Oh shit! Oh,
Oh, well.
boink!
Da-da-da-da,
Awesome
da-da-da.
play. It was a cool play.
I love how he points to Coop too. He's like, "Really, bro?" He's like, fuck yeah.
Watch Coop smack his back to himself. Oh, you can't see it there, but just wonderful play by Cooper. I mean, Cooper obviously makes his play
He's
happen.
good. He's great for this team.
And Josh finishes.
I love him.
That's why I like Josh. He's a fucking football player. He plays fucking football. Of course he plays quarterback, but he's a football. He'll play linebacker tomorrow if you ask him.
I've always liked him, but this year he's my favorite player in the league, and I'm not just saying that because of what
Yes,
he's
you
doing.
are, because you're biased and
He
you
is
don't
my
want to
favorite
jerk him
player.
off.
If there was somebody who I like better, I would totally say that. But he's my favorite player. He's the best.
Okay.
He makes-
an easy player to be.
He
Your
makes
favorite.
every game fun,
you know what, Adam?
exciting.
Probably about 3 or 4 years ago, and you know this because I told it to you. I was like, you know what? He's probably the best football player in the league.
Yeah, he's got to be up there.
He's just good. He plays the hardest position, quarterback.
Do you hear
But
him
he's
chanting?
also that's why
Oh,
I
you
say
didn't get to see any of this game, right? After that play happened, everybody's going MVP, MVP,
yeah, he's probably gonna get it this year.
MVP. I hope he
Probably
does.
gonna
He
get it.
deserves it.
Lamar's kind of getting out of there. You know?
My boss at my other job too, he was like, "How do you feel about the San Fran game?" He's like, "You think they got a chance?" And I was like, "Son, you're coming into Buffalo to play a snow game."
Okay, I'm glad you brought this up. I want to say something real quick about the 49ers. This is a very hurt team.
Yeah.
And I've been saying for weeks that McCaffrey, when he came back, is hurt. He's
Yeah.
playing hurt. We
Yeah.
saw that exacerbated itself, and he's probably out for the season.
Yeah, he went down immediately.
PCL, don't know what that is. I thought it was going to be his Achilles. It's not. It's his knee, but he's hurt.
Do you think
he's
if that
fucking hurt?
If you think if his
Debo
masseuse
is-
would have been here, he would have
Debo
been
is
able to
not
play?
the fucking answer to run your team. Now, Debo is a wonderful player. He can do a lot of things for you. He's a utility knife. He's good everywhere, but he is not the reason you win games mostly.
Absolutely not.
He can win a game for you by doing his things, but he's not going to carry your fucking team.
Well, for-
McCaffrey's the guy that carries your fucking
For
team.
most teams, it takes a
They
team
don't have
to win.
McCaffrey. Ayuk's out. Ayuk's a wonderful utility
He's out for
player.
the year.
He's out. He's
Not
been
coming
gone.
back.
He's been gone.
They got
Jennings
Juwan
is
Jennings.
back.
Jennings
I
is
know,
good.
and Mason tried to kill him in this game. Did you see that play where Mason fell into his knee? Almost
That was the
fucking
problem.
blew
Is
his knee
you
out.
can normally run against the Bills, but in these
This
snow
is-
games,
This is a
good
defense
luck.
that's hurt. This is a Brock Purdy that's just back from hurt. That's kind of weathered a little bit. They're not winning. They have a losing record. They're last in the division. They're probably not going to make the playoffs. Morale's got to be super low. The coach is very good, but when morale's low like this, they come into Buffalo and play in the snow. They're not going to win this fucking game. And I'm sorry, they're not going to make the playoffs this fucking year. So what more do you have to play for? So going forward, when we pick games against 49ers, we have to keep that in mind because they are not playing for much.
This is an unfortunate game for San Fran. It was a need to win game for them, and unfortunately, man, that you couldn't have come at
we
a worse
all
time. You're
thought
not-
the Bills were going to win.
of
right?
course we did.
I didn't know they were going to whoop them like this, but
I thought
it
that
makes
was gonna
sense that they did. Does it not make sense that this game
I
happened?
thought they were going to whoop them if it didn't snow, just because the Bills are healthy.
You're right. Let's leave the
San
snow out.
Fran's
of it.
not.
Don't you? Didn't you think they were?
Absolutely.
You know, I didn't know there was going to be a whooping, but now that there was a whooping,
Again, like you said, I'm biased. I'm a Bills
the
fan.
49ers are
But if
it's,
the Bills
it's
are
not
coming,
their year.
just like when the Bills are coming to play certain teams that I think they can't beat, I'm honest about it.
Mhm.
This was not a team that San Fran had no business playing this game. They should have just said the bus or the plane couldn't make it, and not showed up, forfeit.
Shut up.
You know what I mean?
Adam, your thoughts on this?
I have nothing to add besides what Joe already said.
Yeah. Poor San Fran.
But hey, great for Josh Allen.
Big Bills though. Big old Bill.
Give me some of that. Come on.
I'm sorry for hating on the Bills so much in the offseason. I was very worried about your defense. Your
You're
defense
not,
is
you're not a
stout.
hater. You're
I
not a
don't
hater.
think you're a top 5 defense, but you're right there.
You're not a hater. You cheer for my team, and I cheer for yours. So I totally think it's great.
Go fucking Bills. I was very upset with the moves they made in the offseason because it hurt me personally, and that's why I do that. I do that with the Browns a lot too. I'll tell them they're fucking
My
shit.
wife, towards the end of the game, my wife came to me and she was like, maybe it wasn't so bad that they got rid of Diggs, huh? And I was like, would you not rather see him play? She goes, I'd rather see him there, but I think it was a locker room thing. She's like, Josh Allen looks more complete. The team's playing as a team, and when he was
They're
there,
all trying now.
well, she felt, and she doesn't know anything, but she felt that when he was there, he was commanding targets, respect.
For sure.
Did he work hard for it? Probably. But commanding
No,
Josh Allen
100%,
to
you're
make
right.
plays.
She's right. 100%.
Well, she felt that way.
I believe she's right.
And my response to her was, well, I will say one thing. You know, the guy goes to a good Texans team. I like them. And now he's out for the year.
know, Texas not doing so good.
So if we didn't get rid of him and get some of these other guys involved that we want to play now, we could be in a different position if we would have had him this year and then lost them before the playoffs. Could be a different situation.
Your boy James Cook's playing good football. Your boy Josh Allen is playing good, consistent football where he usually has a slider or two during the season. He's playing good fucking football.
He's only
the
got,
receiving core is trying their best to
but I
fill that void.
I appreciate what they're doing.
They're doing a great job of it.
I
They made a good trade for Cooper. Cooper's going to really help you guys out in the thing.
He already has.
Your defense is good.
Yeah.
Fucking good. This is a
They're
very
They're healthy. That's
Nobody wants to play the Bills in the playoffs. I wouldn't want to play the fucking Bills in the playoffs.
Probably not, because they're a team that
can lose the game, but we'll probably beat you.
It
goes for everybody.
I want to say in a similar situation, they can lose to any team, but in the same sense, who the fuck wants to play Josh Allen right now? I wouldn't. That's a big boy who's going to charge at you on 4th and 2 for a touchdown. And if you're in the fourth quarter and you're tired and it's snowing, try to tackle that.
What I like about Josh Allen and this Bills team is sometimes he threw 17 passes in this game, and he's the highlight reel. He doesn't have to do a lot. He makes a lot out of what he does do, though.
How many rushing touchdowns did he have? 2?
Crazy.
He had 2.
That's pretty.
I'm
crazy.
pretty sure he had 2.
He had 1
himself.
He had 1.
He just won.
Well, he had the reception, rushing, or he had that's why he had a rushing, and then he had the one where he rushed it in, but it was considered a
The box
reception.
score says 1, but I don't know.
No, I'm telling you, he had the rushing touchdown, which he rushed in.
So did they give him a
Then
receiving
he had a
touchdown?
Yeah, because of Amari Cooper passing it to him, it counted as receiving.
Gotcha.
Right.
So why doesn't Amari Cooper get a passing touchdown?
Because he didn't pass it.
The lateral,
Yeah.
You look very pretty, honey.
You look gorgeous. You look like you're
Okay,
ready for a
let's
nice
touch on the Browns real quick.
Christmassy dinner. All she needs is a bow in her hair. Little red bow.
That's my fucking wife, you son of a bitch.
I'm sorry that,
Okay.
I'm sorry that your wife's beautiful.
Anyway,
Sorry.
Broncos Bills, or excuse me, Broncos Browns.
Broncos Browns. So this is a game, and I know you don't have a lot of faith in your team, but this is a game that's going to go either way. Bo Nix is on fire. He's looking good.
line on this game?
He's my rookie of the year right now. Bo Nix.
So if I was going to do this in like 2 seconds, here's what I would say. If that Cleveland Browns defense shows up, Browns are fucking winning that game because Famous Jameis is going to pass to Judy. He's absolutely going to fucking break off Chubb. He has no reason not to. Okay? Now, if that Browns defense doesn't show up and Bo Nix gets a run with Courtland Sutton and Javonte Williams, you guys are in trouble.
I can see Bo Nix throwing
Where
for
is
2
this
and
game?
running
Is
for
it
2.
is it in Cleveland at least?
No, it's in
It's
Denver.
in Denver. Ooh,
Bo Nix at least runs for 1 touchdown. Probably has 2 runners, and he's probably going to throw for another 1 or 2 too. I see 4 touchdowns coming from Denver. I don't know what I picked it last week. I know I picked it. I had the 4 touchdowns. Okay, I'm very
28 to what?
28-13.
Ooh, well.
Maybe I shortchanged the Browns. Maybe they'll get
What did I
17.
pick?
Maybe they'll get 21.
What did I pick?
You have Broncos 31-28.
So I have it as a high flying score.
Adam has Broncos 24-20, and just for not for nothing, Chris had Broncos 24-17.
I wish I knew what the weather was going to be like because if this is a mile high and there is a snowstorm coming through there as well, which I'm 41.
That's fair.
But here's the thing too: is I'm not going to lie, it could be 10 degrees out there. Famous Jameis is going to throw that fucking ball. He's going to throw it through snowstorms. He does
I
not.
saw him making a
he
snow
was
angel
dropping
on
dimes.
his face.
He was dropping dimes last week during that snow
I know,
game
but he
in
made
Pittsburgh.
mistakes. He made some mistakes. He had turnovers.
He always does. That's the
I'm
fun
just
about it.
saying that's not going to win you a lot of games.
No, I know that.
We'll see what happens. I still got the Broncos. I think it can get out of hand, actually. I think it's more likely to get out of hand for the Broncos than it is likely the Browns win. I think if the Browns win, it's got to be close.
I mean,
I do expect a good game, though.
Here's the thing. This is the thing. I did pick the Broncos. But you saw my score. I kept it close. Could it be a different score? But I think it's always going to be close. This is a game I definitely want to watch tonight. I'm excited. Good luck. Good luck to the Browns.
Anything to add?
Nope.
Go Knicks. Go Famous Jameis.
Well, that's our Week 13 recap then here on Piggy and the Jake. We'll be back with some fucking pickles. Bang, bang.
I was clapping all night. If you ask him nicely enough.
Piggy and the Jake. Holy shit.
Shit.
Week 14 pick'ems. Here we are. We're going to do it. Let's get right into it, brother. You ready?
Cheers.
First things
Cheers,
first.
cheers,
my
cheers.
fault.
Bills, Browns.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Shalom. Let's go, Brownies. First game, Thursday night. 3 days from now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Packers at Lions. An interesting one. What do you got?
I'm taking Detroit,
Yeah.
26-18. Green Bay is a great team.
I don't think
They're
you've
on a
ever
roll.
started out that good. Right to the point. Good score.
Green Bay's a good
pick.
team. Detroit's better.
Okay. Bang, bang. Wow. I guess I'll go. I'm going to... I wrote you on the wrong line here. Let me fix that. Oops. I'm going to go the opposite.
Okay.
For no other reason than I'm stupid and I seem to want to fuck up my picks nowadays. I did terrible last week.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to do terrible this week again because I am going to pick the Packers. I do believe, though, the Lions are due for one before they get to it. They have 5 games left. Why not the Packers?
Fair enough.
So Packers are going to win this game 28-26.
Keeping it close.
Yeah, very close.
Good morning.
Hi, Hattie.
Hi, Eddie Cakes.
Adam, what you got in this one?
I too have the Packers 31-28.
I see you'd like to fuck up your picks with me.
Something like that.
What would you say, 31-28?
Yeah.
I think I can do it. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know.
Either one's going to be a good pick on that because you just don't know.
That's a fair point.
All right, next
game.
matchup.
Go ahead.
Tennessee. I want Tennessee.
Oh, you didn't announce it first.
So it's Tennessee, Jacksonville.
Well, Jags at Tennessee.
Jags at Tennessee.
You know, I'll do it from now on. You just fucking
Jags at Tennessee. I want Tennessee. I just think absolutely they're going to crush them. They don't have Lawrence on the other side. Mac Jones isn't the answer. They're suffering at the running back position and the wide receiver position. And their tight end sucks. So Tennessee all the way. Pollard's probably going to rush for 80 to 100 yards. At least a toucher. I'm going to say, let's go 27-14.
Okay, I'll go real quick because I already have it written down. Titans 23-17.
Okay.
What you got here, brother?
I got Titans 27-20.
Okay, I like those scores. I like those picks. Jets at Dolphins in Miami. Ain't no fucking way I'm picking the Jets at dumpster fire, so I am going to go with Dolphins. Well, tissue brain Tua is gonna win this one. I know it's fucked up to say, but it is true.
It is true. It is true.
Dolphins win this one fairly low. We're gonna go 20, 22, 20. I'll give them 24-17.
All right. That's funny because what I'm going to go is Miami.
24-16. 24-16. They're not gonna score.
Perfect. I want Miami 2017.
Gotcha.
Dolphins 27-17.
17. So we're all kind of in the same boat. So you're giving the Dolphins a little more.
It is divisional, so you know it's going to be a
Bang
little
good.
bit closer, I guess. But
Ratbirds. Not as Ratbirds, the Ravens. Shitbirds. Atlanta. Falcons at Minnesota. I'm picking the Vikes. I'm not picking Atlanta anymore this fucking season. I know they're probably going to win one more game. Doesn't fucking matter to me. I'm not picking them. They suck. They fucking suck.
I thought they'd be better with Cousins, and I guess they are better in certain
I guess they
ways,
are.
but
Right? No, you're right. I guess they are better. But what does that get you?
nothing. Not when you're playing the Vikes and Sam Darnold, who's been on fire since week 1. I don't know how he's still doing it, but yeah.
Well, he had a couple games. He regressed. And
They all do.
They signed Daniel Jones. I thought that was going to fuck him up last week. They ended up winning the game close.
He's
so.
just there for backup. That's it.
Vikes 26-20.
I'm taking Vikes 27-10.
Got it. I like this pen. Stole it from Molly. I found all your pens last night, honey, and I stole them.
Well, it's mine now.
Get fucked.
27-20.
What? You can put it in your asshole?
That's right, and then make you smell it.
27-20 Atlanta. Got you.
No, he picked the Vikes.
I know. Next game. Saints at Giants. Battle of shit.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, if you
Saints.
want to.
Saints.
Are you really picking the Saints?
Absolutely.
I
They're
am
going to
too.
fucking win. 28-21. I think it's going to be actually they're going to score some points this game.
Who's
They're
playing
both
quarterback for the
shitty
Giants?
teams. DeVito. I'm sorry. Is it DeVito?
I assume.
so.
I assume he's
Who
starting.
else would it be?
Tommy
The other
Cutlets.
guy, yeah. Wait,
Who is
Tommy
it?
Cutlets. That's who's playing.
Drew Lock.
Oh, Drew Lock. I forgot about him. He might be starting. He could.
If they want to win games, they start Drew Lock.
Yeah.
If they want to go for draft picks, they start DeVito.
Yeah.
Now, what are they going to actually do? I don't fucking know.
I
If
would
they play
guess.
Drew Lock, they can win this game.
Drew Lock is out. I mean, Tommy DeVito is out.
Okay, so you got Drew Lock.
Okay, so I'm picking the Giants.
Okay.
Drew Lock wins this game in dramatic fashion. We're talking to the tune of 23-20.
I'm not changing mine. I know Saints are winning this.
Are you waiting for me? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I
He
got
doesn't
Saints
speak
2017.
2017 for who?
New Orleans.
Okay. The Saints. Yeah, I don't mind the Saints pick, actually. I'm just picking the Giants because I do believe that the Saints are bad as well. And who knows what's going to fucking happen. But Saints pick's probably the good pick.
Oh, we got Carolina, Philadelphia. Really?
Carolina and Philadelphia.
thing?
I'm going to push off all the Panthers' recent games. of
Yeah, they're not beating
goodness.
Philly.
They're not going to beat Philly and Philly. So I am going to pick the Eagles. I'm going to let it get a little dirty here as well.
Yeah,
I'm going to go 30. I'm going to go 31 to 20.
I was going to pick 31. So now, since you did that, I'm going to go
Oh,
30.
go ahead.
No, I'm going to go 34-14. I think that's fair. I think Carolina, with what they've been doing, can pull together a touchdown or two. But I think Philly's going to.
I do too. I think they'll keep it
I think
close.
Philly's
the
gonna
first
have their
half
way
too.
with them.
I think the first half they may even have the lead by 3 in the first half, and Philly. Fucking.
Yeah, I mean,
So what's been happening?
yeah, I mean, Saquon's going to show out. It's at home. It's happening. Carolina doesn't have a chance.
I know you got the Eagles.
I do. 31 to 23.
There you go. 23. You're giving them that much? Wow.
I gave him 20.
I get it, but
Yeah, I get it. I mean, against that
That's
Philly
defense.
defense is tough, but
I'm gonna need you guys to pick this game first.
all right.
Browns at Steelers.
Yeah, so I'll go first. Steelers are taking this one. I like Cleveland. Could they beat them? Sure. It's at home.
They already did.
It's at home for the Steelers.
They already did beat them.
I know. Pittsburgh's a lot stronger than when you played them last
How
time.
much?
28-21.
Okay. Respectable. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Adam, your offerings for this game?
I too have Pittsburgh 24 to 20.
Hey, I'm downstairs.
Okay.
I appreciate the close
That's fair.
scores, guys.
Well, it's a division.
I really do.
Are you going anything other than close and divisional?
I'm going a little further than you guys have. I'm going to go to Steelers 30 to 20. Just a little further than you guys.
Also, still very fair and viable, though.
10 points is fair, right? But
Absolutely.
Turn it off full.
Now
You
there's
had
another,
7,
there's
you
another
had
there's
4,
another realm
I had
where
10.
Jameis Winston could go off in this game and win it. There's another realm where that could happen.
Let's see what happens tonight.
We'll see, though.
Before we
Yeah.
make that assessment.
Yeah, you're right. You're
See
right.
if he makes it out of this game. That the defense in Denver is no joke.
All right, so next one is Vegas Tampa, right?
Vegas at Tampa.
Vegas
You have to say
Vegas would have to play out of their minds to beat Tampa. Just from what's happened here in the NFL, and I know that Tampa's had their ups and downs, they're not beating Tampa at home. There's no freaking way. They're just not good enough. Their running back situation sucks. They don't have any receivers, and Aiden O'Connell looks like an older Derek Carr. So I'm going Tampa.
Looks like an older Derek Carr.
Well, they both look young, but yeah, his mustache.
I think,
When he grows
That mustache is bad.
when
This is
Aiden
bad.
O'Connell grows his mustache, it looks like a porn stash from
But
the
I think
80s.
it looks like a
Not
high
even
schooler
like
trying
it.
to grow a mustache.
It does. It
But
looks
Derek
very
Carr's is
juvenile.
worse than that.
He's got a very juvenile
Whatever.
mustache.
It was funny either way. You just can't accept
It's an
it.
eyesore.
It's-
That's what it is.
What I said was
I'm
supposed to
not
be
trying to
funny.
be
It
disrespectful
was supposed to
to
be funny, and you weren't supposed to get into it that much. All right, so
You
fuck
know,
it.
You know what's funny? Your crotch. That's
Yeah,
funny.
it stinks, and you're gonna touch
Red
it.
and stingy. Like
You're
a pig's
gonna,
ass.
you're gonna touch it later. So I'm taking Tampa by a margin. I'm gonna go 30. I'm gonna go.
Margarine.
Did I say margin or margin?
No, you said margarine.
I want to go 30 to 13.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I think
I'm
Tampa wins
I'm
that
also
fucking
going to go to
ass.
the Bucks, guys. I had the Bucks 28 to 21.
Okay.
I'll give the Raiders a little bit of respect. I don't know how they.
You know what? I should have only.
I was impressed by Aiden
No,
O'Connell.
actually, you're right. I should
Against a
have.
good defense.
Can I switch my score? Because I
Absolutely.
think Brock Bowers can get 2 touchdowns to 3. He's
What would
that
you like?
good.
What would you like?
Okay, so I said 30.
You said 30-13.
I want to go 30-18
That was
now.
fun.
I'm sorry about that.
No, all good, baby.
I think Brock Bowers can get 1 or 2 touchdowns or something like that.
I do too. I was very impressed by Aiden O'Connell last game against a good defense and
I feel like Vegas gets a touchdown or 2, tries to go for some 2-pointers
I'm
and
gonna-
misses or not to try to keep up with Tampa.
I'm going to give him a little
Good
respect
idea
this
with
game.
that.
I'm going to give him 21 points. They're probably going to kick some field goals. I'm probably wrong about that, but I'm going to give him a couple touchdowns. At least 2,
He's
probably 3.
so. And
Bowers
before,
is one.
don't forget, after we do our picks, we do just have to talk about Rookie of the Year because he's up there in the conversation.
Bowers?
Yeah.
I know. It's Bowers, Jaden Daniels, and Bo Nix, right? I mean, I'm missing a lineman somewhere probably, but we'll get to that. We'll get to
Okay.
that. Raiders at Tampa, buddy. What you got?
I have Tampa 24-20. I did not mean to duplicate my last score, but I did. So
Okay, Brian. Just kidding. I'm just messing
Yeah, you want one of our scores? You want me to read
with
that
you.
off
I'm just
you?
messing with you. I love Brian, by the way.
Jesus Cristo, as you guys know him.
Yeah, he's
I was
make
gonna
those
say that
mistakes.
score.
That's exactly what I was thinking because their uniforms are blue.
He's allowed to make those mistakes. It's okay. He's a great guy. All right, next
He
one:
is.
Seattle and Arizona.
Do
you want me to go first?
I need you guys to go first. I'm sorry.
I'm going first. I'm taking Seattle. I'm sorry. I think Arizona's doing the right thing. They're heading towards being somebody in the future again and being relevant, but you're not beating the Seattle team. You're not beating DK Metcalf. Geno Smith's got a
Remember, they were
connection with
just
them.
tied for the division last week, and then
I
one
know,
loss
I
win,
know,
so
I
they're
know.
not that far off.
Arizona's
Yeah.
1 game behind them, or are
I
they
can't
tied?
remember if they
Is
played-
Arizona 1 game behind Seattle, or are they tied?
That game,
Now,
that division.
so they were
is-
tied last week going into this week. Seattle won and they lost.
Okay,
that-
so
that's the
they're 1
difference
game
now.
behind.
But
still-
I don't remember if they played this season already.
And they might have, but I'll tell you what. Normally, divisional battles,
It's-
I'm more close.
It's in Arizona, buddy.
I don't care. This isn't going to be close. Seattle's going to whoop their ass. I'm sorry.
Okay.
They're going to whoop their ass. Metcalf's going to show out. You got Walker's playing semi-healthy. Charbonnet's right there. He's freaking rocking it.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's be realistic here.
Can we look at this just real quick? Adam's bringing it up, the standings. I don't know if they've played each other already this year.
They may have. They're in
yeah,
the same
they
division,
came up.
right?
Yeah, so
Okay.
I just don't know.
So they're a game behind them. We don't need to look that deep into it. I'm taking
if you don't
Seattle
mind,
for
I'd
the
like,
reasons.
I'd like to see.
I'm taking Seattle for my reasons. I think they're going to whoop their ass. And I'm going to
So they
say.
beat the Cardinals 16-6
So here's what I'm going to say.
in Seattle.
Here's what I want to go. I want to go Seattle 21. I want to go Cardinals 10.
Okay.
That's what I want to go. That's
I'm,
my.
I'm going to keep it low too. I think. Adam, would you go first? Do you mind?
See, I disagree with Kevin. I think this is going to be a close game. I think this is going to be a game of last possession. I have 27-24 Arizona.
Okay, I'm glad you said that because I have it written down already. I want the Cards. And I'm glad you picked the Cards. Adam makes me feel a lot better about picking the Cards because I'm picking the fucking Cards.
Pick 'em.
But I'm gonna have it close, just like Adam. I just
As good as
20
Seattle is, I
23-20.
feel like they're always playing until the last. Like they never are. The games never run away from them either way.
no, but they
I feel like
always have
they're
to
either
make up
coming
for
back
it.
at the end
when they do
or
it.
they're
Except when they
blowing
played
it.
the
I
Bills.
agree.
Well, that's as we've established an exception.
That's fine.
I'm sorry.
I
I'm
got
sorry.
23-20 Cards.
I had to get that in there. I'm sorry. My bad.
Speaking of Bills in Los Angeles at Rams.
I think this is a shoo-in for the Bills, but unfortunately, I also feel like this is one of those games they could drop.
This is a really good Rams team that will lose games to people.
And will
I don't
beat
want to
good
disrespect
teams.
the Rams too much here, but Bills are going to win this game.
You think so?
And they're going to win it to the tune of 31-24. I think the Rams are going to try to get back into the shootout with them, and it's just not going to work in the third, fourth quarter.
So what works for the Bills in this? Their defense or both?
The whole team
Yeah.
works in this.
Yeah.
What's his name? Josh Allen runs one in, throws
What's
for
his
two.
name? Fuck you.
Cook gets one. The whole team works it out. They probably get an interception or two.
All right, I'm gonna go the Bills. I don't love this game, but I'm going to go the Bills 28-21. I think the Bills should absolutely win it.
I actually like that score better than mine.
Do they? I hope.
I like the score.
You know how I am. I get nervous, but it wasn't like so. For example, like going into this game last night, I knew we were going to win it. That's not the same thing here, so we'll see what happens.
What's that? What do you got this
I have the Bills 34-24.
No shit.
Before we move on, real quick, anybody think possibly the Bills get into the Super Bowl this year? Raise your hand.
No, let's not raise our hands.
Why?
I think we all think that they.
I love you, Molly. Thank you. What do you mean? What? You don't think they have a chance?
I think you
didn't
didn't
say
say
that.
that.
So why didn't you raise your hand?
Because I think we say the same thing. We always say the Bills are
You just didn't want somebody to tell you what to do.
the
You didn't want to raise your hand because somebody asked. That's what it was.
best
It was
team in the
defiance.
AFC at least.
You're like a 16-year-old kid. You know that?
No, I just wanted to see
No
if
conformity.
what I was looking for was for some type of affirmation from him that maybe it's a possibility.
Yeah, I think the Bills have a
not
really
gonna
good chance to
get
get to the Super Bowl this year.
All right.
Very good chance.
I would love that.
Will they? I mean,
Yeah, that's another thing. That's
I
another
think
question.
they can for sure. Bears at Niners. I just told you how I feel about the Niners, and they're reeling right now.
I'm taking the Bears.
Can they win this game? Sure they are. I'm not going to pick them to win this game.
They absolutely cannot win this game unless
I'm
they
gonna
have some
pick the
healthy
Bears.
players on the field.
I don't like that the Bears just lost their coach because there is a coach on the 49ers who is very fucking good, despite all the struggles this year.
Shanahan?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's very good.
Here's what I'm going to guess. Is McCaffrey playing? Because if he's not, they don't have a shot
No,
now.
he's not, he might be
Then
out for the season. He's
fuck.
definitely not playing this week.
Then I'm taking Chicago 100%.
I'm taking the
38
Bears too.
38 to
Are you kidding? No, go ahead.
31. I'm going to go Bears 31, San Fran 17.
Jesus.
Okay, I got the Bears 2017.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't know where you're getting this 31.
I think the Bears just blow up. I think that Caleb Williams takes full advantage of this offense. He's got the players out there. He's got the running back, DeAndre Swift.
He's had them all fucking season.
Kid-
He's never scored 31.
I know, but now you're coming against this San Fran team that's just
Still
hurt,
has a good
depleted,
defense.
begging to
Not playing
stomp
against
on
them.
their head and fucking end it for their season.
I don't see your 31,
I don't know,
brother. I think
bro.
that's crazy.
Okay, well, it's been a lot of crazier other
But
crazy
yeah,
shit that's
if you're right, you're
You know
right.
what I
I'm sorry.
I mean,
but
no, it's not if I'm right or not, but I'm allowed to have my opinion, right?
Right.
Okay. What did he pick?
Adam's over there cracking up at Hattie. Hattie's talking over there. He's cracking up.
Cheese all over the ground.
She's having all. She's speaking.
This is her castle, man.
She
She
likes
runs
it.
this fucking joint.
She likes hearing her dad
So I
talk.
thought I was going to be alone on this. I actually also took the Bears, 23-20.
Okay.
I don't know how correct I am on this, but I would like to. We'll do this later, but
She got
Um,
cheese in her eye.
the week after head coaches get fired, I think teams are like do extraordinarily well. I don't know why that is, but
What?
Like head coaches
it's a
or
fun
just
fact.
coaches?
yeah,
in general?
whenever there's a head coaching change, I
That
feel
could be a fun fact to look up. I'll tell you one team it doesn't work with: the Jets.
No, they did. They won.
Did they win the next
Yeah.
week? Shut up! What are you? Oh,
I
what
just,
are
you know, it's
gurgling
just
about
wrong
over there?
as usual. You.
Shut
That's
up!
all.
They still suck. So
Oh, they're a
gurgle,
dumpster fire.
gurgle as much as you want. Why don't you have another sip?
I
of
didn't
that?
gurgle.
Remember,
I will have another sip, but not because you told me,
Cheers.
because I like it.
Cheers. No, you'll do it. Cheers.
When,
I have
um,
some. Grr, 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 grr. Oh.
Do you remember last year when
Not gonna
the
spew
Chargers got absolutely throttled by the Raiders? It was like
Oh, and homie was doing like
60-something.
squats in the stands. They showed
Yeah.
me before
I
the
don't
game.
remember that. No.
so they fired Brandon Staley the week that
Staley.
week.
Who
And
replaced
they,
him?
I don't remember, but they won. They won the next week.
Okay.
I mean, it is a stat.
Crazy. That's awesome. That's a good little pointer there.
Hattie.
That's
You
cool
can
stuff.
blow him after the show.
Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Huh? You'd like that.
Under the mistletoe.
I got a mistletoe over there.
You do?
Yeah. But I'm not fucking standing over there when you're around.
No, you better not.
That's
You're
why you
gonna
were
fucking
standing
get
over
it.
there earlier. You're like, come here.
Wait,
come
did
here,
we
Jake.
do all the games or are we missing one?
You're missing two.
2004, the record was 15.
15 and 4.
Yeah, so it's
Okay,
pretty
whatever.
ridiculous.
I get it.
You are a pig. Piggy and the Jake is coming alive right now. You are a fucking pig.
Next game.
Jesus Christ. Chicago,
No.
Chargers at Chiefs.
Ooh.
Divisional game. Nice divisional game. I'm picking the Chargers. Fuck the Chiefs. Fuck them. I'm picking the shitty
Score?
Chargers. 22-20.
You're going to like this one. I'm taking Kansas City 28-23.
Yeah, you would, you fucking pussy.
I'm sorry.
Have some fucking heart.
I love Harbaugh. I like the I've been
Chiefs are
trying
gonna win
to
this game. Everybody
No,
knows that.
Listen, I've been trying to be better about Herbert, and you're fucking making it hard for me.
Why?
Because you're a dick about it. Now, I think he's coming around a lot.
I think I've been very nice in the last 4 or 5 weeks to you about the
Okay,
Herbert thing.
well.
A nice smooth transition. I haven't hammered you about it. He's been playing well, except for last week.
Here's
He's
what
played very
can
well.
I say something about Herbert? I think if he had a better supporting cast,
Of course.
maybe Keenan Allen.
But that
Maybe,
leads, but they didn't trade him.
uh,
But that leads to me thinking he's good. He hasn't. Who are these guys that he's playing with, and he's doing something.
He's still breaking them off. Quentin Johnson's
No.
getting catches.
Kevin, I
Pitt-
do not believe he's the best quarterback in the league.
I think
I
that.
think he's top 10, but he's at the back end of that top 10.
Yeah, I
That's
don't.
what I've always believed. I don't think he's the best. I just think he's good. And
I'd like to,
you said he
before
was
our
dog shit.
season's out, I'd like to put who our quarterbacks are from top to
We
bottom
can get a list together. We'll have to get
before the year's
we'll have
out.
to get it together and have it prepared.
Because
for the
Herbert,
show.
for me, even though I like him a little bit more now, he's still like between the 10 and 15
yeah,
to
he's
me.
still shaky.
think-
you know?
And I don't think that's his fault actually anymore. I think that he's got a good coach now. I think
Let
this
me
is
ask
a
you a
team
question.
that progresses the next year. I think you get him some players he can throw to.
Let
Other
me
than
ask you a question.
what?
On your team, you start a team right now. Would you rather have him or Kirk Cousins? You get one of them. Who do you want?
Yeah, Herbert. I'm sorry,
I think that's a significant question to ask, though. I mean,
but now
that
that's.
puts him in a league that's a little bit better than most, but not no, he's not great.
I don't think he's as much of a pussy as Kirk Cousins is. Kirk Cousins, the guy who throws 4 interceptions like he did yesterday, gets hit, gets knocked around, cries about it, complains about his sores and his aches. Sorry, but you're getting paid millions of dollars.
Well,
You're-
I mean, I feel bad for Kirk Cousins. Remember he won that game in Minnesota? They won in the plane. Everybody put the chains on him. The cameras cut
Yeah.
off, and they fucked him.
Yeah.
They fucked him and
Good. They fucked him
into
good.
oblivion. So
Probably.
much so that he comes over here to
He
Atlanta.
couldn't
I mean,
do
he can't play
anything.
football
Yeah.
anymore.
But Josh Allen, he played hurt last night. He muscled through it.
Did he party that whole plane and they just railed
Yeah.
fucking
Oh my
passed
God.
around the corner?
You don't want the black box from that plane.
We're protecting you by doing
Because
this.
he's like, yeah, with the chains. Everything goes out. You got the black box tape.
Hey, why'd you cut the camera off? Jesus
Oh my God! What are you, those chains hurt.
Quit pulling on him.
And then he does his groaning. Oh.
I heard at the end he was like a fish.
Oh. That's what he does. Yeah. Well, that's what he does.
Your boyfriend told me that.
All
Chargers
right.
Chiefs, brother. What you got?
I have the Chiefs. 27-21.
All right.
Do you have anything to add to the
Nope.
okay.
I am curious. How do you pick these games? Do you sound like you're picking them based on what you want, not what you think is going to happen?
Yeah.
It depends on the week.
I pick him on
It
heart.
depends on how
pick
much you
him.
had to drink that
I
day.
pick him on
I
who I
think
think's
that's
going to
what we
actually
were
win the
doing
fight.
here.
I pick him on who I think's going to win the game.
No,
Okay, that's right.
I give it my in and out feeling. What do I feel right now? I mean, it's tough. We do a show on Monday.
Feel. It doesn't mean anything.
Oh,
When you just said to Kevin, you're picking the Chiefs, fuck you. We know the Chiefs are going to win, but I'm picking the Chargers. What does that mean?
perfect example. Do I actually think the Chargers are going to win? I think they have a chance of winning. Do I actually think they're
Any
going to
team
win?
has a
No, the
chance.
Chiefs are going to win this
Right,
game.
right.
I'm
That's
picking
why I
them.
picked the Chiefs.
I'm picking them because if they actually do fucking win, I want to be the guy with my middle finger up saying "fuck the Chiefs"
Okay.
next week.
All right.
But I do
Fair
try
enough.
to actually pick these games correctly. But when something personally kind of hits me, sometimes it takes over.
Fair enough.
Okay.
All right, last game.
Bengals at Dallas.
Can I go first?
Yeah.
Bengals 38-17. Bengals.
38. I'm sorry. What did you have?
38-17. Bengals.
Yeah.
Dallas has to try to make a run, but good luck playing fucking
Yeah,
Joe Burrow.
I got
and
Bengals
Jamar Chase.
41-10. So,
Wow. Holy
yeah.
fuck. Okay,
Do
was
you
I
have-
wrong?
They're pissed.
Was I
Man,
wrong?
they're going to light this motherfucking team up. This is a
Yeah.
bad team. They're going to light them up.
I might have been wrong.
They're gonna
What did I
light them
pick? 38 what?
41 to 10?
You know what? You're right. I'm going to go 41-13.
What did I
Let's
pick?
give
38
Brandon
to
Auburn
what?
some love.
What did I pick? 38 to what?
38-17.
I'm okay with that. I like that.
Jesus.
The Bengals defense is all time terrible, so this could actually be like 41-28.
Yeah.
But just to show my disrespect for what
Dallas.
Jerry Jones does there in Dallas. Not for Dallas, but for Jerry Jones.
But even disrespect aside, do you not think Joe Burrow's going to light it up again?
We beat the Giants last week. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, that's nothing. That means nothing.
Get rid of Jerry so you guys can be a football team again.
Nobody
They're
wants
terrible
that.
at home too, aren't they?
All right, I want to see his score now because he was acting like we were picking higher.
No,
than
I have the Bengals, but I only have a 24-13.
Okay.
Dude, this is
And the only reason I disagree with that is because this is a high-scoring Bengals
This is-
offense.
the
And
best
Jamar
passing
Chase,
offense in the league.
Jamar Chase is absolutely going to get open against this fucking Dallas defense, even though they just showed out.
So back to your previous question and point. 41-13 is a bit much.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
A bit much.
Is it? But it's only 3 points from what I bet.
It's probably like 38-24.
Yeah.
What it's gonna be.
20. Really? You think? I don't know.
But what does it actually matter if I get the Bengals right? Who the fuck cares?
Yeah,
Could be.
you're right.
Dude, last
Give me
week,
some.
real quick while we're there.
Go Bills.
So last week I picked the fucking Raiders, right? I picked the fucking Titans. I picked the fucking Patriots. Who else did I pick the fucking loss? I picked a bunch of fucking losers last week. I don't know if
Didn't
I was
the
just
Titans
feeling it,
win?
but I was in a weird state last week where I thought that anybody actually could fucking win these games.
Yeah.
I was wrong about it.
It's
I
any
picked a
given-
couple
it's any
goofball
given
ones.
Sunday, buddy.
I
They
wasn't
can all
that
do it.
I wasn't that far off from the Raiders.
Panthers could go
I really
beat
wasn't that
Philadelphia
far
one
off
week.
on the Patriots, you know.
Panthers could beat Philadelphia.
I do want to tally all these things up at the end of the fucking year and see who actually won stuff. And I know that we can't all pick the same fucking thing and I win the game.
That's
so
true.
Like, if I think there's
Smart.
a wiggle in there and there's a fucking chance, I'm gonna take it.
You like the wiggle if there's a chance?
And I take it.
And you take it.
Yeah. and I take
All right. Well, let's end it.
it. Anything else to add for this week? Going into week 14, I finished on week 13, going into week 14.
Yeah. I'll add something.
I was gonna let Adam go first, but
The Chiefs suck. They don't deserve to be 11-1. I hope they lose every fucking game after this. And I hope we don't have to fucking see them in the playoffs.
I
And
agree.
good fucking night to
They
them.
will be in the playoffs.
And I hope when they do lose, because they will, and I hope when they do, I hope Mahomes kicks, cries, and screams like the little bitch he is about it, like he always does.
Who's the only team to beat the Chiefs this year? Actually, we can
Love
cheers
it.
and end the show to that.
Yeah.
Go
Go
Bills.
Bills, baby. Fuck the Chiefs.
Tell 'em.
Let's beat them this year.
Hey, that's
Let's beat
it.
them this year.
That's it for us. I'm Picking and Jake. We'll be back next week. Talk a little UFC and we'll do some more football. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Mm.